we go. Here we go. Yeah, man. Party people in the place to be. What's good? It's #1 Chief Rocker in Knicks universe. Your main man, Uncle Freezy. I am sitting in for that dude that they call Subliminal 209. And I am joined by the creator / producer / host / director, the R&B hip hop sensation himself, the Culley GOAT. What's good, boss?
What it do, pimpin'? I'm coming to the camera. My fault. What it do, though, pimpin'?
I'm chilling. Bro. I'm chilling. First of all, I'm waiting on new Culley music. Right?
Yes, that too.
Waiting on that. But like all things that are dope, things take time. So I understand.
Yeah,
Jerry
man,
Fitz is in the building, bro. Jerry Fitz is on one. Jerry Fitz is like the athletic is BS, man. Jerry Fitz, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with him. I'm with him. Like, yo, how come sources always a source is such and such when the media gets slow? When the news gets slow, all of a sudden, sources from such and such says.
Right. All of a sudden, you start hearing everything, man. It just becomes too much, man.
All of a sudden.
That's why I had to get away from Knicks stuff, man. I don't want to hear. I don't want to get too involved in it, too happy, too excited. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to have no expectations for nothing. Yeah, I don't want to hear none of that stuff.
Yo, Almighty Finesse Culley does it all, bro. Culley, yo, y'all sleeping, bro.
It's not real music. It's not me, but I make music.
Yeah, y'all sleeping, man. Y'all sleeping on the Culley GOAT, bro. He don't play. You know what I'm saying? Culley GOAT is more like Rock Marcy. That's what it's Culley.
I like Rock.
Yeah. Oh snap! It's an invasion. Bam!
What's good?
Oh,
can I?
Yeah.
What's going on? I can't let y'all have all the fun.
All of it.
Yep. What's good, fellas?
What's good, boss man? Yeah, we hype now. Yeah, we in the tunnel talking about we ready. We ready.
Yeah, we hype. We ready, huh? We ready for the game.
We hype.
Let's do it.
Hype. Let's do it, man. How you doing, brother?
News, man.
Good. I just been on these water slides all day long with my kids. 2 of them went out. They knocked out. They done for the night. So I was like, I got about an hour.
They've been playing hard all day. They've been going hard in the paint.
All day. Yeah. They let the old man just outdo him, though. You know what I'm saying? I was going up and down the slides by myself. Like, I don't care.
Wow.
So I'll let them get this little power nap in, and then we going to hit up some video games afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all go to arcade, y'all got the PlayStation?
It's there. It's inside the Great Wolf Lodge.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all got Great Wolf out there, too? We got one here in Charlotte.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. It's my first time being here, but there's a place in not too far from Portland. It's called McMinnville. It's called Wings of Waves, and it's a lot cheaper. They have like the water with the waves inside, the water slides.
Is it indoors? Is it indoors?
It's in where?
Indoors.
Yeah, it's indoors. Fire. Yep. Because it rained too much out here. It rained too much.
Oh
out
yeah,
here,
yeah.
Yeah, so everything has to be indoors.
Yeah.
But what we talking about though? We still talking about this Donovan Mitchell trade or what? What's happening, Captain?
Trade Emmanuel quickly.
Do it. I mean,
I'm just messing around.
He could go too.
You know
that's my favorite Knicks player. But at the end of the day, if we bring in an all-star, man, they could all go. They could all go. So a lot of people ain't trying to make that. A lot of people ain't trying to make that Donovan Mitchell trade, saying he's too short. We giving up too much though. But how did everybody feel when the Hawks made that move for DeJounte Murray? You know what I'm saying? There's people that were on the boat, on the train wanting DeJounte. I mean, is he better than Donovan Mitchell?
No.
Hell no.
No.
But that's what I'm saying though. A lot of the Knicks Nation is split on that, where they're like, okay, I'm sorry, I just want to say that day there's a lot of shoulders dropped. Like, why didn't we get in that deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have gave up 2 first-round picks.
Right. But that's the thing.
Would that have really moved the needle though?
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say that's the thing. DeJounte Murray not being better than Donovan Mitchell, his value is lower.
Right.
So it's kind of a little easier to acquire him than Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is high value.
Right. And then Murray also is about to be on an expiring deal. I think he got 2 years left. Right. And Donovan Mitchell just signed a deal. He got 4 years left. You know what I'm saying?
But for a lot of Knicks players, a lot of Knicks Nation, they're worried about the height. So Murray checks that box as far as height and defense, but Donovan Mitchell is more, a better offensive player and explosive,
Right.
So
right.
That's why I'm like, a lot of Knicks Nation is like, let's just wait for the next guy. There's gonna be another guy available. There's guys always demanding trades. I mean, but what are we waiting for? Who's to say the next guy is gonna be better, or the deal, the package might be the same, or something similar.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm on board on drafting. I mean, not drafting, but training for Donovan Mitchell. Then, who's to say that Cam ain't that guy? And he becomes a defensive, wing that we need with that length and that athleticism. So
you don't know.
We don't know.
But the thing is you don't want to have a total wait and see attitude if you wanna make a move. You only wait and see if the pieces that you have are set in place, and then you just wait and see what comes available on the market. So you're like, I'm good with what I got, but if anything come on the market, then I'll move on it then. But we're not in that place. We're in a place where we know we need to improve the roster. So all this wait and seeing, it don't benefit us. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is too though is you don't want to I don't know if y'all got a chance to check me out, man. I've been on all day. I started at like 2. No. I rocked from like 2 to I think I rocked like from 1:30 to 4, and then we did the joint with Smoke with Shotgunner, and then I just wrapped up the Uncle Freezy needs a moment podcast. You know what I'm saying, on all the audio platforms and on YouTube, and now we rocking with the Knicks after party. The 4th time we've been on a day. You know what I'm saying, no sleep till Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying, that's how we rock it here. And then we got a special guest who is a family member that we thought wasn't gonna be here. He show up surprise, you know what I'm saying? Take that.
Most definitely, I can't let y'all have all the fun. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't let y'all down.
Culley was trying to have it all by himself. I was I'm ready to come up here with Culley.
Culley was like, finally, I get to say some words.
Finally, I get to talk.
No, I didn't even know I had it till now. Till I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, sub is out. Isn't that pun intended? Sub out, sub is out.
Yeah, now we get it.
I get it.
Yeah, we know you the pun king. Big pun. He big pun.
But right now we having rumors on what, like the Charlotte Hornets and the Wizards are kind of the only ones that are, giving us a run for our money to go get Donovan. Who's to say later on when the next guy's available, maybe, like a Miami Heat or another team realizes that chemistry is not working, then they put a better package together to get rid of all those guys and bring in whoever the next available star is. So there's always going to be competition out there, but right now it seems like we're only competing against ourselves as far as getting this deal done.
Right.
So to me, it's like just stop playing around and get it done, so we can move on. We can move on to the next piece.
No, but see, I think that's why they came back. That's why the Jazz. I don't know if they came back, but I know the talk started again. So I feel like the Jazz are not really interested in any of the deal. I mean, it could be multiple reasons. It could be Danny Ainge could really be trying to finesse. I mean, some people say he got a steal with the trade yesterday with the Patrick Beverley trade. Patrick Beverley never played for the Jazz, but he got rid of Beverley for 2 guys. A lot of people say that's a steal for Ainge. Ainge. I think Ainge makes pretty good moves, if you ask me.
Right.
He makes very timely moves, and the thing is with the Jazz, they're rebuilding regardless. So whether if they trade Mitchell, they're in a rebuild. If they don't trade him, we want to rebuild around him. So it's win-win the way Ainge sees it. So it's like You're not really finessing him with anything. You just adding on. You adding on to Ainge. So whatever trade is made, it's probably going to benefit the Jazz. Who knows?
Right.
In some way, even though they might have bad luck as an organization, but that's on them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
I like Sub said, stop playing, man. Either it's gonna happen or it's not. I don't like to get excited, so I've been staying out of it, man. I'm not getting too involved. I'm not getting too indulged in that. I don't even want to think about it.
And is there a sleeper team that's just gonna creep in there and snatch them up? That we ain't heard nothing about. So before you think you're the only player in the game, like go on and make it happen.
Right. Well, right. And mess around and be a team like the damn Pacers or somebody.
Yep.
To just get this guy. Maybe be the Hornets and you pair them up with LaMelo and that'll be a tough team.
And then Miles Bridges beat those Chargers. No pun intended. I didn't mean to say Miles Bridges and beat the Saints. Miles Bridges wiggles his way out of that legal thing he in. And all of a sudden, they back together again. Jerry Fitz has been on fire all night. Y'all see? Jerry Fitz been on fire all night, bro. Jerry Fitz says none of those teams have 4 unprotected number ones.
We have the best package. He's right. We have the best deal.
I'm gonna put a star by his name.
As far as picks, maybe, but maybe not players though.
Yeah, right.
We kind of overvalue our players. You know what I'm saying? Like we got ham sandwiches on the teams. You know what I mean?
What kind of ham though? Is it like that chopped ham? or is it spiral ham?
Some people may call it steak, but some people may call it ham sandwiches.
Call it bologna. But no, you see the latest report. Y'all see the latest report. Well, it's rumored. I think it was Mark. Was it Mark Berman? It was rumored that Tibbs would rather give up RJ than Grimes in a deal.
But we know Tibbs love RJ, bro. We know Tibbs love RJ quickly. We know that for a fact.
I don't know who Tibbs loves, to be honest.
Man. Tibbs, man. Look, Tibbs. Nah, man. I ain't. Nah. Go. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that to him, man. Because it seemed like shade. It seemed like shade at RJ. When you say you don't think Tibbs love him, bro, he started him from day one.
Nah, but
he keep him in crucial times. You know what I'm saying? RJ always at the podium. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Nick G. Like Nick G said, he showed it. No, but see, that's the thing, Freezy. Tibbs is, like I said, I always say this. He's very particular. Like he's very particular with his lineups. You could tell he takes a big liking to Grimes. And when Tibbs takes a liking to you, he's riding with you for life. That's it.
But go. Listen. RJ being the top 10 in minutes every year that Tibbs been here.
I know, but we don't know if that could change with Tibbs at the helm.
So we don't know if it'll change for RJ. But we don't know, but it won't change. But come on, man, you gotta be consistent, bro. I mean,
all I know is we can't pay everybody. You know what I'm saying we can't bring in Donovan, pay RJ, pay Cam, and then the following year pay Obi and IQ. Like somebody got to go.
I think we're gonna pay all of them. They just not gonna get what they think they worth. You know what I'm saying?
Like RJ not being worth 181 or 185, whatever.
Nah, RJ worth every penny, bro. You gotta pay RJ the max, bro. Yeah, it's like that line. It's like that line. Hey, Culley, you ever heard of this dude named Nas?
He not efficient enough for me.
You breaking up. You breaking up, Freezy. Say that one time.
If he take. Oh, go ahead.
Culley, you ever heard of this rap artist named Nas?
Yeah, one of my favorite artists. What about him?
Nas says, I max like a sax and flex like sex on your stereo sets. Nas a catch wreck. That's what RJ Barrett is. Maxim every penny.
Maxim.
Yeah, maximum shots from out of the team.
Yeah, man.
You
gotta give him the max.
Nah, he need to be more efficient. You know, he's not going to get that many touches now that we brought in Brunson. So if he could bring up that shooting percentage on less, less volume, less shots, then I'll think about getting him some money. But even then, though, that means that his points may be down because he's not getting enough touches. So I got to kind of see how this whole thing plays out.
I could agree with that, sub, but the man do got to be more consistent. And
Yeah.
Every time I look at RJ, I think Nas. Nas is like. Nas is like.
I don't know if I think Nas.
He said he wanted to be here, right? He said he wanted to be here. He cried when he got drafted to the Knicks. You know, how much do you want to be here? Julius took a pay cut. Take a page out of Julius Randle's, book as far as taking one for the team. If we want to make this team better, somebody got to sacrifice and not be so greedy and try to bring in the Brinks truck. That's all I'm saying. It's a team sport. You know what I'm saying? You're getting your endorsements, like you're getting paid. Doing all those other types of things with olive oil and all those other endorsements, Puma and stuff like that. So he can take a pay cut. He's gonna get paid regardless. I mean, the most sales in jersey sales of 15th, like all those types of things. He making bread. I mean, come on now. It's not like he's starving. If you get traded to Utah, is you gonna have all them endorsements in Utah?
Yeah, but that ain't the point though, son. The point is pay that man, bro.
Like he said, he gonna get paid, just not what you think. Not the one, not the max.
Nah, Cam ain't getting that. Cam gonna get 3 years, $35 million. And he better hurry up and sign it too. Herbert sign.
RJ better.
And I'm good with that. I even give him a little more.
RJ better be happy at 90 mil and call it a night, man. Sorry, he ain't show me. I like the guy, but he ain't show me nothing yet.
Oh man,
we got Unc against the ropes right now.
Yeah,
come on.
He's lucky to get 90 mil. Take that and walk, and that's it. Take that or walk.
Take that.
I love RJ. He ain't show me nothing. I see potential. A lot of guys got potential. I see the potential in RJ. He could be somebody, but take that and walk. Take that and walk. You don't like it?
This year 4, how much potential we want to see? I mean, that's year 4 for both of them, for Cam and RJ. Like we see, he still can't finish at the cup. We still see that his free throws shooting ain't gone up. All that. Come on, his defense is all right. I mean, come on. What are we paying him for? Like Culley said, potential.
Yeah, it's just we're paying him off of that's a lot off of potential, man. That's a lot of
heart. We paying him for heart.
Right. Right. I mean, I could pay Taj Gibson for heart. You know what I mean? Yeah. Come on. You're younger. You're just a younger Taj Gibson. I mean, I gotta see a lot more. He said, "Stop being
dog."
Nah, man. 90. Take 90 or leave it, man. He's an NBA player. He's a good one, and he's a young one. But 180 mil. I mean, 180 mil. He gotta be putting up 30 every year, man. I'm sorry. He gotta be putting up 30. You gotta be putting up 30, and then 30 and 5, 35 and 5.
So 181 makes him the most, like, the highest paid Knicks, right?
And I don't think the Knicks have extended a rookie in a while either. Am I right? Am I right or am I right?
No, but that 180, that 185, right, makes him the highest paid Knick.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So does that make him the number one option? So now he's the number one option on the team.
Come on, fam.
I'm asking questions though.
I ain't gonna. Y'all sound like Mr. Belden.
If you throw that kind of cash at somebody,
Mr. Belden, can I do my homework in study hall? I mean, come on, yo, what does it say by the bell? What's happening?
I ain't screech. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Y'all don't want it. What do y'all have against young players?
Nothing. We have too many of them. We can't keep them on. and we can't overpay.
It is a kindergarten field trip, though.
Mm-hmm. And we can't just be overpaying them all if we want to keep some.
Right. But he didn't show like I don't know. He ain't show nothing yet. I mean, like I said, work ethic. Take 90 mil and take that. And when you get extended again, then you get your max, the big max.
Yo, hey, Culley, hey, I gotta send you a text. I gotta send you a message, man, just real quick.
Go ahead.
All right.
Culley looks like he's cheap in real life also. That's funny. Yeah, they gotta improve, Nick G. I don't think I see one player that should get 180 mil on this team. Maybe D Rose in his prime. You know what I'm saying? But
wow, Culley. Yeah, Mr. Belden. God damn. Yeah. Mr. Belden. Jeez. Hey, Icewater NYC, thank you for the generous contribution. Icewater NYC says, no max for RJ.
Man, if we complaining about Julius Randle or Jalen Brunson getting that bag, if RJ don't produce and he's not efficient, he gets paid, man, we just gonna turn around on him and we just gonna
be the scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
Scapegoat.
Yep. Let's not do him like that. You know what I mean? Let's not, when this guy has all the confidence in the world, just have him drop his shoulders and have him looking down. You know, he don't need all that pressure right now.
That's why I'm nervous about coming up there at the end of September, because Culley Goat gonna be like, no, Uncle Freezy, you drove all this way, but you still gotta buy your own food, bro. Really? I just drove 900 miles, bro, and you can't get me a number 7? God damn, Culley.
Nah, we on the value menu. You get the value
Culley
menu.
trying to, no, only everything he get is medium.
Yeah,
that's my bad. That's
90 is rude, not disrespectful. There's a big gap between 185 and 90. Culley is a low ball. Oh, come on, man. What are y'all seeing from RJ? And I like RJ, but what are y'all seeing that I'm not seeing? I mean, what are y'all seeing? I don't get it.
The future.
I see the future, but what is? I don't know. I'm not seeing like what everyone's seeing. And like I said, he has potential. 185 based off potential.
If you guys give RJ 185, I don't want to hear about people complaining when IQ's contract come up and they ain't trying to get him paid.
Yeah, IQ gonna get paid. IQ gonna get that bread.
That's what I'm saying.
When by the time IQ get paid, it's gonna be three more players making more than Julius Randle. Because OB gonna make more than Randle, IQ gonna make more than Randle, and RJ gonna make more than Randle.
How is Obi gonna make more than Randle as the backup?
Because it's Obi's market, bro. Either they gonna pay him or he gonna stop.
I think they're gonna get rid of him. I mean, we just talked about it right now. We just talked about RJ, leading the team in minutes as well as Julius. Tibbs ain't gonna change. Both those guys are gonna get plenty of run. And where's the minutes for Obi? I mean, he's not cutting into Julius's minutes. And now that we brought in Hartenstein, if he picks up, like where he left off with the other teams, then running the 4. I mean, he could run the 4. Yeah, let me not say that name.
Hey, EG 14,000 told me Hartenstein played the point in Europe.
He just gonna pop out of nowhere like, what y'all say about Hartenstein?
Yo, he said EG 14,000 said that Hartenstein has the ghost verse on with Jay-Z and Eminem. he's like, yo, Hartenstein had the 5th verse on California Love.
You mean EG? So yeah, last week, man. Yeah, EG was with the hard rant. Yeah, and I like Hartenstein, but damn, I mean,
no, I'm just saying that'd be a dope lineup, him next to Mitch for a limited time. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of see what they could do. Both of them shot blockers. No, you don't think so?
No,
both of them shot blockers. Both of them switchable on the perimeter. Depending on who it is, though. Like, say we play against like the Cavs. You know what I mean? That have a big lineup, or like the Cavs, because they have the what do they have? They have Jarrett. Do they have Jarrett still over there? Who the Cavs have?
Yeah.
They got
Then they
They
have
Jared
the
Allen.
then they have the sharpshooter.
Jared Allen, yes, they have Jared Allen. They have they got somebody else. I can't think. They got Laurie Markkinen, right?
Larry Markkinen, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
They still have Kevin Love.
But you know what I mean? Like if you go up against a team like that, I can see matchup with those two
guys
in the front court.
Hey, EG 14,000 said, I'm saying my man can play the two. Hartenstein in certain lineups.
Okay. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay.
What do you say?
EG 14,000 thinks this dude is going to be the league MVP. Hartenstein.
Well, I mean, it's okay if he wants to think that. I'm not even going to knock him for that. I mean, he's a fan of the guy, so be it.
I mean, I've heard some wild takes though, but that one might take the cake.
It is what it is.
But don't get me wrong. Though, I like the dude though. He's passionate. Hey, I think he,
Wait, so that
low key. I think he low key a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was about to say that beats the question. Is he really a Knicks fan or he's just here for Hartenstein?
He's just here
because he's on the Knicks.
He's a Nuggets fan,
right?
But he's a Hartenstein fan also.
Right, so he's just here for Hartenstein. All right, no problem.
Yeah. Yo, he said Hartenstein had the fourth verse on Renegade.
Oh man, wasn't it? I thought it was only 3 verses on Renegade. I mean, 2. I'm sorry, 2.
2 verses. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. My man said Hartenstein legit was gonna be on that joint live at the barbecue, but he got sick that day. He couldn't make it. So yeah, he said everything that is good that has ever been created, Hartenstein is a part of it.
yes, Bud. They call him an analytic beast, yo. He led. They said he was a top in rim protection as far as statistics, which is cool. We'll see though, because I don't care about numbers when it comes to the Knicks because that's what the Knicks sign their talent and draft their talent based on. I'm not really a fan of the whole numbers thing.
Right, neither am I, because if you look statistically, Nerlens Noel was a better rim protector than Mitchell Robinson. Why? Because he got challenged all the time.
Right.
Is that Mitchell Robinson's fault that nobody challenged him at the cup? How many times did people penetrate and get to the lane and then see Mitch right there, change up their shot, dish it back out, and be like, all right, I'm not contesting that guy. I'm not going up against that guy. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen it plenty of times. I've seen him alter people's shots in midair. I mean, like, I don't know about that one. But I'm just saying that he just brings a different element to the game. That's all I'm saying. And Mitchell Robinson only averaged 25 minutes and some change. So there's going to be, a little less than half the game to see what Hartenstein could do. And you sprinkle in a little bit of Jericho Sims as well. So we're gonna see these guys play.
Yeah, it's a long 82 games is a long time, bro.
Right.
Trust me, 82 games, it's a long it's a marathon, bro. Think about it. The season starts in the fall and ends during the summer. That's a long season, bro.
Pretty right before the summer. You're right. You're right. Ends in the summer. You're right.
Yeah. We want our season to end during the summer.
Yeah, we want it to end. Ours ends in like the spring. So
Yeah, we want ours to end during the summer though. That's what I'm saying. And so the thing about RJ, man, is the thing about RJ though, Culley, is at 22 years old, you ain't even seen what he can do yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's 22 going into his 4th season. That's young. Usually people that's 22 are headed into their 2nd season.
Now remember, this is 4th season and he's still inefficient. So remember,
if he's inefficient after this, then don't pay him.
No, well, you gotta. That's the messed up part. You gotta pay. You can't. There's no one more year to see how it plays out. You gotta see if you're either gonna pay him or you're not now.
Yeah, but Culley, this dude, his point guard name was Alec Burks.
I know.
And Julius Randle.
No, see, RJ showed me a lot more last season, especially at the beginning of last season. But it's
the beginning. He always starts off slow in the beginning.
Yeah.
Now he started off strong last season. And when they just passed, the first 5 games, defense and
he had a slump, bro. He only averaged 18 points a game at the beginning of the season. Towards the end of the season, he was averaging 24 points a game, right? But it's like when Jerry Rice went from Joe Montana. I think what's his name? Joe Montana. When Jerry Rice went from Joe Montana to Jeff Garcia.
And never fails. No matter who's on the panel, is just gonna go at that person's team, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? He'll never want to talk about the Bears or anything like that. You want to talk about whether it's somebody that's from Tampa Bay or somebody from anywhere else, but it's Bears. But his bad news Bears.
Hey, Culley, think about this. When I hear music from you, don't I always be honest with you? Mm-hmm. Don't I always keep it an absolute buck?
Yeah.
Right. That's what I be doing. The 49ers are just trash. When the 49ers are good, then I'll say something good about the 49ers.
We make the playoffs. When the last time y'all made the playoffs?
It ain't about us. This ain't about us, bro.
Exactly. Let's not go there.
This ain't about us. This is about you know what I'm saying, Joe Montana.
It's about Lance being a better quarterback than your guys was.
You mean Justin? Yeah.
Then Fields. Lance being a better. That's why he passed on
Justin, Lance, Trey Fields. It's all the same.
Because he was in Shanahan's camp, and Shanahan was like, "Nah, he wasn't even good at my camp. Well, I'm not picking him."
Oh man, come on, Vic. Come on, man. Come on,
man. We'll let some other sucker team pick him up.
but for real, I'm just saying that the 49ers history of quarterbacks is not a good one. Right?
It's not the best.
No, it's not the best.
We just had 2 of the best quarterbacks ever, but yes.
They had a dude named Joe Montana. Wasn't he in that movie A Bronx Tale? Joe Montana?
I was thinking about
I'm pretty sure Kyle Orton was though.
Neckbeard. Neckbeard. You remember Neckbeard? The dude beard started up here by his eyebrows and we went all the way down to his chest. You
I was just thinking of that movie too. That's the funny part, yo. I might watch that video. Who knows?
I saw it a couple weeks ago.
I might watch it again.
Yeah, man. Hey, this RJ movie this year though is gonna be fire, bro. I'm telling you.
RJ movie?
This breakout. This is gonna be a season
long. I'm here for it. I'm here.
Broadway Barrett.
Broadway Barrett. Gotta see how it plays out.
And Baseline Randall.
Yeah,
because remember, hey man, Julius Randle used to kill cats on that baseline, but then they started double teaming them and putting them in the middle of the floor. Remember they moved them from the base. Remember the game he was killing Tobias Harris on the baseline with just one move all game. They had to send Joel Embiid to double team him.
The most improved season, Julius?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that Julius to come back. That's all.
Yeah, man.
I'm not impressed with the last year's Julius last season.
I just want to see him be able to kick it out the double team. You know what I'm saying? Work on that. Come on, Tibbs. Get him in the gym with everybody.
With a point guard, you don't gotta worry about that.
What I would like to see is him not get double teamed. How about that?
Yeah, so I say with a point guard, it ain't gonna be Randall no more, man. Ball it's not even gonna be in his hands when he has a double team. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be.
Man, Brunson can't be on the court all the time. I mean, like you gotta mix up the rotations and have Julius running with somebody else as well.
We're like some Obi. Saint Obi's fire.
We have yet to see that after like a few games in the beginning of the season. We haven't yet to see that anymore.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we do Randall a little bit dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because Randall the best player on the team, and people think he's supposed to be Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But then when I asked, like, yo, what was Julius Randle's point guard name? And you say some of the strangest names ever. Julius had a dude playing point guard named Kemba. Julius had a point guard named Alfred. Yo, come on.
But let's not forget, man.
Where's your Jaws at? Julius ain't played with a dude named Ja. Julius played with a dude named Alfred.
What's funny is RJ played with those same guys too, though.
Yeah, right. I know.
RJ thrived. Why did RJ thrive?
And so did Obi. That's what I'm saying. That's why when you put them with a point guard, you'll see different results, bro.
No, we know. So we're gonna see what happens this season. Are guys gonna be okay with letting the point guard do point guard things?
Right. The dude had a point guard named Alfred.
No, we know.
Come on, what are we doing?
It was garbage, but yeah. So we're gonna see how that plays out. We're gonna see how it plays out this year. But Alfred, that was 2 seasons ago, Freezy. We're not on that.
Right.
No, but Randall had a good year with Alfred. Did he not? Did he not win the most improved with Alfred as a starting point guard?
I think so.
Okay, so
if Alfred was trash and Julius Randle was good, can you imagine what Julius Randle is going to be like with a good point guard?
I won't know.
Hey, Queens is full of haters, bro. Yo, don't ever except for Jamaica. Shout out to Jamaica. Shout out to Queensbridge, USA.
That's what I'm in Jamaica, so.
Yeah. Oh, damn. How y'all let him get in Jamaica?
I'm in Jamaica.
Oh, God.
It's all right, Freezy. It's all right. It's all right, Freezy.
Shout out to Jamaica.
Randall would have never gotten that most improved if Rose. Well, now it's time to get Rob the Nick on here. So should I shoot the link in the chat?
Yeah, that's up to you, bro. This your joint. I don't make the link rules with y'all, man. That's up to y'all. However y'all want to do.
I'm gonna put it in there. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in there.
That's up to Culley because I'm about to dip in a couple of minutes, anyways.
Yeah, just do the warning.
Show some. I just came to show some love. You know what I'm saying? I've been a big fan for a long time, and I just wanted to stop by and say hi.
Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate
you.
So
what's up to y'all?
Bam! We ready. Now, but now, hey, Culley, just telling the rules. If you come up here, don't be coming up here over talking people and coming over trying to take over the panel. Can't nobody get nothing done. People come up with an agenda. They just want to talk for like 45 minutes straight, back to back, no breath. You know what I'm saying? Throat be dry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
My only rule, you coming up here, don't talk no garbage. That's my only rule. Don't talk no garbage when you come on the panel. That's it. That's pretty much it.
Be respectful, right? Be respectful, right?
And be respectful.
Keep it clean. Crazy. If you curse, you got to pay a fee.
Yeah, man. Everybody keep telling me they're going to pay. I be like, yo, you said MF for 3 times. You didn't even need to say it. You just blurted it out. And it's just like you owe me $1, and I ain't seen that $1 yet. There's some cats that be, that jump on. I got you, Uncle Freezy. I got that $1. $1 ain't nothing. I ain't seen that $1 in 9 months.
Hey, we played against each other in week 1, right? Bears versus Niners, right?
We gonna whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Yeah, we bet. Yeah, we
whoop the Grizzlies, man. Well, let me shut up. I hope we whoop the Grizzlies. But yeah.
No, he's talking about football.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he's talking about football, man. So
my bad.
Well, Culley, you gave the warning, like just tell like your panelists just to be respectful. Don't be talking over each other. Pass the mic. You know what I'm saying? They got something to say, just wait their turn. You know what I'm saying? Try not to curse. All that stuff, man, so that we can, continue to grow our membership and all that stuff. You ready?
Yeah, keep it clean. I know the vibes. Yep, I'm ready.
Culley, you the man. I'm gonna dip out.
Why you dipping?
I'm gonna dip out. I want to do something real quick, Culley.
Oh yeah, go ahead. My fault. Do your thing, brother.
I just want to do something. I'm gonna bring your people on.
Ground rules, please. Sub. Yo.
Salute,
fellas.
What's good?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, G, it's been a minute, baby.
Yeah, what's good, Rob? How you feeling?
Ain't nothing. You was there when I first came on. I ain't seen you in a minute.
I've been around for a lot of y'all.
What's up, Scully? What's up, Eddie C?
What's up, Rob? Chilling, man.
Yo, Yo,
All
Culley.
right, everything good. Everything good.
Culley, I think I could change your mind, man.
As far as what?
As far as RJ, I think I could change your mind.
Nah, you can't, but you can go for it.
So we're talking about, first of all, like before I start, I don't think it's gonna take the max to sign RJ Barrett. It's not gonna take the max to re-sign him. So when we talk about 37 million, it's not gonna take 37 million to re-sign RJ Barrett. But let's just play devil's advocate and say it does take 37 million. All right. The Knicks' willingness to pay that is attached to the cap increase that's coming. The cap is said to be going to increase $40 million from 131 to 171. Right? If you look at what Mitchell Robinson makes right now on the current cap, Mitchell Robinson is taking up 11% of our cap space. Right? Let's say you give RJ 5 years, 135. That's $27 million a year. With a $171 million in cap space, that would be 15.7% of our cap. So you're telling me RJ Barrett hasn't proved that he's worth 15% of your cap, and Mitchell Robinson is taking up 11% of your cap? And
No.
if you pay RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, and Spider, right, those numbers, you will still have $100 million in cap space outside of them, right? So we have to look at numbers differently. $40 million, $27, $30 million a year under $170 million of cap space is equal to $19 million a year under this current cap, right? Would you say under this current cap, RJ is worth $19 million a year?
Yes.
So then he's worth 27 under 171. My case is closed.
No. Case not closed.
Yes,
Now, while I thank you, salute to you for coming on the show. While I thank you for the math and all that, would I agree that RJ is worth 19 mil? Yes. But would I agree that he's worth 185? Hell to the no. Simple as that. Hell to the no. I'm not paying the man 185 mil. No.
No.
But if it's more money, who is you giving it to?
Say that again?
If it's more money out there, who are you giving it to? Because that money is still there.
Roster.
But
You
that's
do
what we got a lot of B players though. They got to get paid B money until we get that A player, that true number one option. Then you pay him that amount of money. But for now, no, we're not overpaying all these players that we have just to keep them in house.
But look, you really didn't understand what he said then.
Yeah, like an A player under $171 million cap is going to be about $60 million. You understand? So we're talking about cap increases. So we have to add in percentages, right? So my point was that if you think RJ is worth 15% of your cap, forget the number, right? $19.5 million a year is $19.5 million per year is under this current cap is 15.7% of your cap. If you believe RJ is worth 15% of your cap, right? Regardless of what the cap is, you say RJ is worth 15% of that, right? Then under $171 million, paying him $27 million a year is the same as you paying him $19 million a year.
15%.
Right now. So if you pay him 27 now, right? When the cap goes up, that's a deal. The same way Julius Randle, when you paid him that 24 and the cap went up, it's not as bad as it was back then. It's the same thing is going to happen with RJ. When you get from that 27 and that cap jumps up $40 million, that 27 is not going to be the same as you're thinking about it right now.
Well, while I like
deal when you look back.
Why can't you just use that money to bring in more players though?
No, but while I like
no, because players are going to get more expensive when the cap goes up. So once that cap goes up to 170, players' maxes increase, right? Rookie contract extensions increase. Players can ask for more money. So you're not going to be able to get an RJ Barrett for $19 million anymore. So if you have an RJ Barrett at that or not even 19, you're not going to be able to get an RJ Barrett for 15% of your cap at that price. So if you can get him at 27, that's my price. 5 years, 135. If you can get him at 27 right now, then when that cap goes up, you got a deal.
And can I pose a question? Can I pose a question real quick?
Hold on one second. Let me just say one thing before you pose your question. While I understand your offer and what you're saying, I'm not paying RJ 27 mil right now. While I get the whole increase thing, he's not getting 27 mil right now. He's not worth that right now.
He's not gonna take 27 anyway. He's gonna want more than 27.
Okay, but if the 27 is still in the eyes of the cap, it's still just 19. You got to look at the numbers for what they are.
Let me pose the question real quick.
Go ahead.
Ben, if we're betting futures right now, would you pay Dame Lillard 4 years from now? Would you pay Dame Lillard $60 million? Because that's what his contract reads. Over paying RJ $27 million 4 years from today. Would you like to hold a bag on a $60 million Dame Lillard when he's 36 years old? Would you like to hold that bag? Because that's what the max bag looks like.
And it's only gonna get higher. It's only gonna get higher. And so, like, first of all, RJ is gonna get closer to DeAndre Ayton money than Zion and Ja. All right, let's just put that out.
I actually said that this morning. I gave that exact comparison. I think DeAndre Ayton is a perfect contract for what RJ Barrett should be looking at.
And Eddie,
in our eyes, right? I don't know if he wants more than that. You know, that's negotiation. But in my eyes, that's like a perfect contract to read off of.
And even worst case scenario to some of y'all, let's say we max him out 5 years, 185. When the cap increases, that is still only 20% of your cap. That would be equivalent to paying him $27 million a year under this current cap construct.
Do you guys
look at percentages? That the cap is going to go up to 171. That's almost an extra max contract slot that will be opening up. So you can afford to pay RJ Barrett not only because of his talent, but because of we haven't re-signed a first round pick in over 20 years, almost 30 years, right? So if you can re-sign your first round pick in 30 years to 15.7% of your cap, that is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You have to do it.
Let me ask you.
Do you guys remember the optics when Jaylen Brown signed his contract and it was 4 years, $100 million? You remember people were like jumping off cliffs and going crazy. And it's not a 1-for-1 comparison, but people were losing their minds. And now the Celtics can't actually even sign him because the cap rules to a straight up max. They have to let him go because they signed him for less than a max. And then people were losing their minds because he's making $24 million a year.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all signing Donovan Mitchell for the same amount of money?
More. He's
we
a max
really
player.
can't hear you.
He's
a max player.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean the same amount of money? 27?
Yeah, would you sign him for this?
I'd sign.
He makes more than that. He makes more than that right now.
I'd sign Donovan Mitchell to $40 million. More than that, actually.
We talking about maxes. If he's an all NBA caliber player, he's going to make $60 million, whether we like it or not.
Right, because
that's
no, the high end players.
I'm saying an all NBA player makes that. All NBA
but
players.
No, that's not true.
Jason Tatum's max went up because he became all NBA.
But look, you look at it like this here. Tatum is not making 60.
His extension is going to be 60 because he made all NBA.
Okay, but look, when it happens, then we'll talk about it. But the ones right now that's making 60 been in the league like 9 or 10 years, and they've been doing it for a minute. That's Damon. That's like LeBron is floating around that. You know what I'm saying?
My fault, Rob.
Okay. Now, Jokic's extension, but Jokic's been doing it for a minute. That's why Tatum doesn't have that yet. Now, maybe his next contract, he'll be there because he got more years in the league. But that's registered. That amount of money is registered to the people that's been doing it. Like Damon's been there, LeBron's been there.
It's a 10-year extension. Like you get 10 years, but Jokic hasn't played 10 years.
Donovan Mitchell signed a 4-year contract, a 5-year contract last year, right?
Yeah.
He's going on. This is the second year of his contract. Yeah. Okay. He has 2 more years after that. Then he has a player option.
And he's going to get
29 years old. So in 3 years, he's going to be. He's probably going to be an unrestricted.
He got Donovan Mitchell got like 3 years left on the contract, but the last year is a player's options. That's why they're cutting it short.
That's what I'm saying.
They cutting it short, but okay. But like him for. Okay,
so he's going to be worth at least $50 to $60 million
easily
at age 29.
And Culley, if you only give RJ 90, right? Do you understand that when the cap goes up, Mitchell Robinson will be taking up more of the cap space than RJ Barrett? That is like I can't come to terms with that. I just can't. Like
it happens on the teams.
Yeah.
elsewhere though. That happens on other teams.
But like I can't. No, but like when you look at Cap, we get caught up on the numbers, right? We get caught up on the numbers when the numbers are not static. They're fluid, right? The numbers increase every single year. So instead of looking at numbers, you have to look at percentage, right? You have to look at percentage because that determines what a player is worth, right? If RJ, Jalen Brunson, and Donovan Mitchell all together take up 50% of your cap space, that is a great deal. You're in a great position to add talent to that. The question comes in: how much do you pay Obi? How much do you pay Quickly? How much do you pay these guys, right? But paying RJ Barrett, I mean, I think you kind of have. Not, you don't have to pay him the max. I don't think you got to pay him the max to resign him. But even if you had to pay him the max, we are still in a good position when that cap jumps up.
Well,
I wouldn't pay him the max.
No, okay, that's what you're saying. That's cool, but I'm not paying no 185. I mean, that's cool. That's cool if we're still in a good position, because that's where you should be. That's where every team. That's where you should be as an organization. I'm not paying him no 185 mil.
Yeah, but if you pay him the max and then he doesn't pan out though, and he still doesn't go. Efficiency doesn't go up.
That's what Josh's argument was this morning, that if you pay him whatever 185 and he doesn't pan out, then it's an arbitrage contract.
No, not.
But I didn't agree with him at all. I still think that, for a 22-year-old kid, I mean, you give him, what he's worth, but he's basically been a great
185.
Yeah,
he's not worth the 185.
But you're getting caught up on the number of dollars
again. Exactly. Yeah, it's like.
Is he worth 15%?
One at a time, y'all. Let Rob go first, and we'll pass it to Eddie.
Okay, whether the cap goes up or not, right now, from what we've seen from RJ, whether the percentages are there or not, RJ is not worth 185 to me, regardless. So therefore, you would take RJ. Me personally, even if the cap went up, I still wouldn't give RJ the 185. But right now, from what I've seen, not to just because if I'm giving RJ the 185, all I'm saying to my fans is that I just want to hold him on what could be. And then after 4 years, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I can give that money to trade him off or give that money off to somebody that I think deserves that. And right now, I just don't think that RJ is worth, even though it will be a bargain with the numbers going up. But even when the numbers going up, I don't think that he should be worth that much of his of the team's contracts at his given play right now.
So then what's your alternative to not signing him?
Or Eddie, even a better question, Rob. How much percentage of the cap space do you think RJ Barrett is worth?
Right now?
Out of 100%, from 0 to 100%, how much percent of your cap space would you allocate to RJ Barrett?
At the current salary cap right now, I think RJ, I would feel comfortable giving him Brunson's money.
No, okay, so percentage. We're talking percentage. 25 a mil, right? So $25 million a year is about what Brunson is.
And that's what I think at right now, without this year being played, that's what RJ is worth right now.
Anybody else? Dre, you feel the same way?
Wait. So you think RJ Barrett is worth 19% of your cap space? That is more than I would give him. Because the number I gave is 15% of the cap space. You think he's worth 19%? That is more. So if you say
right now he can get, but with me knowing that it's going up. But with me knowing that it's going up, because then once it goes up, he's not 19 any longer.
Yeah, he's lower than Mitchell Robinson at that point.
Well, then Mitchell Robinson got 1 year on his contract, so he drops too, because the money went up.
There's nuance to it though, because what RJ actually means to the franchise is a bit more than raw numbers and raw stats and raw efficiency. Like
that's what my point is. Like, what would you rather do with him? Would you rather do what? Not sign him?
Like the worst case scenario, if we gave him that money, it would be a Tobias Harris situation, and I'd say pretty comfortably that RJ will be better than Tobias Harris. So it's just like,
We were already a team that's deprived of a wing player, a 3 guy, and we're not gonna sign RJ Barrett, who's the guy that we drafted,
Eddie,
and then who we gonna put there?
You
Eddie,
gonna sign?
I dropped a link in the private chat that kind of contextualizes why RJ's efficiency is what it is, and
Okay.
I think you guys should check it out and kind
Hold
of
on. What do you mean by
realize.
efficiency? What do you mean by efficiency, though?
The reason he struggles in half court sets, well,
Yeah,
besides explaining it straight out,
yeah, but like,
he's literally guarded by the other team's best defender the vast majority of the time because of the lack of talent on his team.
but we get that, but that don't explain like that don't help his case right now.
No. Let me finish. How many players can you say legitimately are guarded by team's number one player, and they have to come back and guard the other guy's best player every single possession? Kawhi does not
But
guard the best
Julius is
player
the
every
one being
possession.
double teamed,
He's being
not
double
RJ.
teamed, but the best wing defender is usually on RJ. They will
Randall is
double
being
team Randall.
double
They will
teamed.
double team Randall because they'll put a weaker defender on him, and then they'll bring the help over because Randall doesn't handle help.
Well, he should be able to beat that because
He should.
this guy's being double teamed.
It's not that easy. Just saying, if you're being guarded by elite defenders one on one, majority of the time, you're not gonna just cook them
Hey, look,
and then come
Thomas is
back and
being
then
double
guard.
teamed, and Middleton still gets off.
Yeah,
That's not an excuse.
that
guys-
explains why he's gonna get paid when he gets paid. That's just it. That's
Guys-
it.
Guys, we're living in a fantasy world. If we are gonna sit here and make believe like young guys get their rookie contract extensions based upon only what they produced, that is not what you give a guy an extension for at 23 years old. It's part of the reason, but you have to understand that the other part is potential. That plays.
What do you see RJ as, Ant?
He already has bad efficiency. Give him efficiency. He could average 23, 24, 25.
Give him self-efficiency. He has to give himself.
Right. But y'all missing the point.
A better team will make
So
him
y'all
more
missing
efficient.
y'all missing the point what Dre's saying. Basically, Dre is saying of all the wing scorers in the league, RJ Barrett is top 4 and being guarded by the best wing defenders in the league.
Okay.
Right? Now when that changes, when Donovan Mitchell gets here and that attention goes from RJ Barrett to Donovan Mitchell,
Okay.
then RJ Barrett's efficiency will go up.
Okay.
Right? The thing is, and you're paying RJ Barrett not for what he did in the past. Right? You're not paying RJ Barrett with what he done in the present. Right? When he signed his rookie deal, he was getting paid for that. When RJ Barrett goes to his next contract, is what RJ Barrett, you're paying him on what you think he'll do going forward.
Yes,
and if you think RJ Barrett will be efficient going forward when he's not being guarded by lockdown defenders every night, all 48 minutes, then his efficiency goes up.
And then,
But
Tibbs is asking him to guard the other team's best player. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The thing is with an RJ Barrett too is the lack of talent offensively on the floor. We praise these young kids. We praise these young kids for being grossly inefficient, right? Right? Grossly inefficient. We praising these kids. We praising Grimes, who looks like another Frank Ntilikina. We praising Obi. We praising IQ. But none of these kids face the best wing defenders in the league on a nightly basis. RJ does. And we constantly
But he wasn't efficient
RJ
even in college. He wasn't efficient in college.
Hey, you know what? Hey, OG, you know what he was facing in college?
Nobody.
He was facing the top defenders at the collegiate
No,
level
he
also.
wasn't.
Yes, he
Yes,
was.
he
Don't say no craziness like that, OG. OG, don't do that.
Zion
Don't do that.
was. Zion and Cam
he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Zion was on the
Damn.
Zion.
What?
What about
Zion
Cam?
was on the perimeter. Zion was down low.
No,
RJ was
Cam
getting the best
averaged.
perimeter every night.
Cam averaged just as much as RJ in college.
No,
he didn't.
he didn't.
Yes,
No, he
he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
Didn't, Rob?
he did.
No, he didn't.
No,
Rob,
Oh,
I
niggas
can
come on,
RJ
bro.
averaged 17. RJ averaged 17. K averaged 15.
No, he didn't.
Just as much.
Cam didn't
All
average
right.
15.
So in college, Cam averaged 13 on 35% shooting. What are we
Right.
talking about here?
What are we
And,
doing?
and he was the third option. Like people
And he
were
was the
not
third option.
like,
And he should have been. And he should have been the third option.
And
Probably
RJ
should have been the
alpha.
fourth option.
RJ was the alpha on that team. Don't be mistaken. Zion was
Right.
the Zion.
Coach K gave RJ the keys.
Zion
From day one.
but RJ was the alpha on that team. RJ and Trey Jones.
And RJ, even when Trey got hurt, RJ played point guard, not Cam Reddish.
Yeah, but are we talking about college? Or are we talking about NBA right now?
Rob
Right,
brought
that's
up
what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
talking
Rob
about-
putting it up.
I'm saying when he had three of the best players in the country with him, his shooting percentage still was bad.
most wing players in college basketball have bad shooting percentage. Why? Because the spacing in college basketball is not good. Guys are in college basketball. You have less time, like you have less shooter, right?
Yes.
So the-
RJ shot 45% in college. Just for the record. which
And
is
there's
not
also a
bad.
saying about, you ever heard about tough college D? Them
Yes.
boys just trying to get to the NBA.
Yes.
They play that tough college D.
And in college you are allowed to play exotic zones.
Yep. Try getting to the basket on the Syracuse zone.
So
Try.
crazy. Next question. Are we paying?
Hey, Culley, this your show. You guys all the questions.
No, so let me ask you: are we paying RJ based off his
Why
college?
are you asking me?
No, Culley. I'm paying RJ 15.7% of the cap based upon what he's shown me.
Okay, I respect your opinion. So
Max.
you're paying him 185 or how much?
I'm
Max.
paying. I would offer RJ 5 years max 140. I'd offer him 5 years 140 max.
140. Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it.
So you offering him what? What is that? That's 33 million.
9 a year, almost 30. I
No,
believe. Break it
now, I
down.
respect your opinion. However, I'm not paying. I'll pay him
That's
that.
28 million.
28 million? Okay.
That's I think
20.
he's around the 31 to 33.
I'll pay him
Okay.
that extension.
My bad.
Extension. That's what he getting that. Not the rookie.
Hey, thanks, Ed. Thanks, Eddie. See my bad.
Yeah, he'll get that from me after his rookie extension, like at 26, 27. He ain't getting that from me now.
Yeah, but Culley, you got to understand the GMs around the league, they know the cap is going up. So they're not making decisions based on the cap this year.
And
And
even
I think
up,
that's what they're doing. I think you're making your decision based upon the cap as you know it. Because 5 years ago, you wouldn't have gave RJ 90 million.
No, I met you in the middle, King Angie. I met you in the middle. I respect you. You gave me the numbers based off like with the cap going up. He's still not worth that right now. I mean, that's just my opinion. He's not worth that right now. Like I said, maybe at 26, 27, when you see like the more breakout, more years experience, RJ. When you see him like fully,
Queens get the money. That's what Culley's saying. Queens get the money.
So Culley, you think RJ Barrett is about a Mitchell Robinson level player?
Do I think he's a
Mitchell
Robinson? We don't know what Mitch is going to be yet. We still don't even know. I mean, he's been a serviceable big. We don't know what he's going to be yet, but
Because
no,
we gave Mitch 11% of our cap space. So if you say RJ is not even worth 15% of it, then you're saying he's about the level of Mitchell Robinson.
no, this is what the team values him. It's not what I think, but
Right, and we know the team values RJ much more than they value Mitchell Robinson,
right. At least I hope so.
as they should. Right, I think everybody in the NBA would value RJ more than they value Mitchell Robinson. That 185, Culley, it sounds crazy, right? And I'll give you that, right? Paying 185, like with the NBA we know, sounds ridiculous, but it's getting ready to change, and that's gonna start changing the landscape of how we pay guys.
It's
Like
gonna
5
be a
years
spike.
ago, if 5 years ago, if you would have told me I'm gonna give somebody of RJ's caliber 90 million, I'd be like, nah, probably not.
Nah, I'll pass.
But-
right.
But the cap changed.
And 5 years later, currently on this Knicks team, I would not give him. Well, maybe no. I would only give him that after this next contract. I'm not giving him that now.
Yo, check that out. What Freezy just put on there, bro.
Who's
Check
spent
whose name is right smack dab in the middle of that. That's
Right.
impressive right there, yo.
RJ Barrett gets guarded by more elite wing defenders than Kevin Durant.
in this
RJ Barrett gets guarded by more elite wing defenders than Luka Doncic. RJ Barrett gets guarded by more elite defenders than Donovan Mitchell. And we
Because they know they can shut him down.
No, because there's nobody else to guard on the
Because
perimeter.
there's nobody else on the team. Oh
I
my
just
God!
threw that
Come
out
on, bro.
there.
What are we doing, bro?
While he's story, he shouldn't be. He should not be inefficient. He's inefficient still. What you want me
You
to
know,
Cully,
Cully,
why my man inefficient? Cully.
Cully.
You using this as to plead his case, right? This is to plead this man's case.
It really helps.
So the guys in front of him has been averaging that since Bradley Beal's numbers went up throughout the years. Devin Booker's went up throughout the years.
Yeah, that number 2 guy is real suspect though. I can't front.
Not because the Magic had no perimeter talent. That's why he's up there.
And then on top of that, what people are not taking into account is RJ Barrett is the youngest dude on the list. What are y'all talking about?
He also had more 30-point games than anybody 24 years or younger last year, and we just gonna let him slide. Listen, I was in a Lakers space the other day, and they said, "Would you guys want RJ Barrett?" And when I tell you, every single Laker fan in that space went crazy. Like, of course, you want RJ Barrett.
You want RJ Barrett.
Yeah, but Knicks fans like, oh, we don't even want to give him 15% of our cap. Like, we are crazy.
But by GM, she's not ranked anywhere. RJ doesn't make any list.
He's the top 5. He's the top 5 restricted free agent going into next year.
Yeah, and OG, how you gonna say RJ don't make no list? And we looking at a list right now.
Come on.
Well,
He's talking about ESPN list.
You talking about them?
Not just ESPNs. Not just
Bleacher Report list.
You talking about the fame list?
The athletic
list? Any list that you put on, would they judge these players by? RJ's never on the list.
You talking about them clout lists?
Mm-hmm.
The best 25 under 25.
If RJ jumped out the gym,
Knicks fans got an excuse for everything.
If RJ jumped out the gym,
here's a list right here that's legit. Here's a list that's based on data.
And the list says that RJ is what? He's being guarded by because he's the only one out there at the time. Look what our record was. It wasn't anybody better. Fournier just got there. And I'm sure if you had to guard Fournier on the perimeter versus RJ, you're gonna go with Fournier. Fournier shoots better.
Hey, Champ, you still? Hey, Champ,
yeah, yeah, I'm still
Champ. So let me ask you this: if I told you you can have a dude start at the 2 that shot 42% from the field and 31% from 3, what would you say?
I would say that's RJ because Freezy pulled it up, right?
No. Culley, would you take a dude that shot 42% from the field and 31% from 3 at the 2?
30?
No, I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. You know who that player is? You know who that player is?
What?
That player is Allen Iverson.
Come on, man.
Iverson wasn't the 2. Iverson was the point.
Oh, he was the 2, bro.
Come on, bro. See how we move, Champ. You see how we move goalposts?
Here's why that list matters.
Okay, yeah, you can say he's the 2. I would agree.
I would take him.
Here's why that list matters, right? Because most of us up here would agree that RJ Barrett, we don't believe he's a number 1 option on a championship team, right? Most of us can agree on that, right? So if you have another perimeter player that is the guy, a la Donovan Mitchell, right? And you can take the other team's best perimeter defender off of RJ Barrett, right? Because we all could probably agree that we think he's probably a 3rd option, ceiling 2nd option. His ceiling is probably a 2nd option, in my opinion.
Okay.
Right? So if he can be the guy that's drawing the secondary defender instead of the other team's primary like on-board defender, right? I'm cool with that. That to me, that's a good thing, right? Because you want that type of like you want that. So he's being guarded by the team. He's being treated as a number 1 option when he's not that. So if you get a true number 1 option and he doesn't get treated as a number 1 option on the perimeter, then he should perform better, in my opinion, at least efficiency-wise.
Yo, Ant, you know what happened when RJ didn't get guarded by the team's best perimeter defender on the Miami Heat? He dropped 46.
46.
Because they didn't put any ball on him or PJ.
He abused Tyler Hero.
Yeah, he
was abusing Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson the entire night. Now imagine him being guarded by the 2nd or 3rd best perimeter defender on the team. He will abuse
Going
them.
forward. Think about that going forward.
He will abuse them. This efficiency talk is kind of blown out of proportion because you're asking RJ to guard the other team's best player while also being guarded by
The other
the
team's
best defender.
wing player. Yeah.
And then you're expecting him to drop 45, 46%. Like it's not.
Man, no.
Like
That's
the,
not
the,
true.
the elite.
It's true.
The
It's true
elite,
because
No,
elite of
they
the
don't
LeBron,
ask
you
Darius
look at that
Garland to do
position.
that. Like Garland puts
Look,
up
when-
offensive guarding numbers, but you don't ask Derek Garland to guard the best player on the other side.
Nah,
Hey,
you don't
look,
ask Garland.
check this
Garland
out.
can't
You know
guard
what I'm saying?
nobody.
The only players that do
You don't
that
ask Luka
regularly
Doncic.
are
You don't ask Luka
all-stars,
Doncic to guard
are all
the
NBA
best
players.
player on
But
the other
didn't
side.
RJ volunteer for that?
Who else was
RJ
going to
We're
volunteer?
building him up.
that.
We're building him up to be a two-way
Well,
player.
no, we're not doing anything because RJ volunteered for that.
Because he was the best
Okay, yeah, he
option. You can put
volunteered.
Fournier
Okay.
on him.
No,
And what does
no.
what does that matter though, Rob?
Well, then we cannot look at those stats and say, okay, he's being guarded by that when he volunteered to guard that defender. Nobody asked him to. He
But why does that?
So then if
and
he's
it
not
didn't-
guarding if
but
he's
wait,
not
wait,
guarding the wing,
RJ's best month is when we went 1 for 16 when he did his February thing. He
so it
was
was RJ's decision to play the 3 last year.
And Rob again
because he's
RJ
not a shooter.
RJ Barrett didn't play in all those 17 games. RJ played in 8 of those games.
He played in 8 of
Eight of those games. He played in 8 of those games.
He played in 8 of those. So what?
Games.
Okay.
Yeah, and to your point though, in those 8 games, the Knicks were 0-8. Okay. The Knicks were 0-8. But he didn't play in 9 of those games.
The only guy
the 9 remaining games, the Knicks were 1-8.
The only guy that I seen RJ defend, and it was like, okay, he shut him down and he had a good game against him, and that was Tatum. Everybody else, he was getting roasted.
Nah,
The first
he
game
played
against
great
the season
Ja
against
Morant.
the first game against the season against the Bulls. Who did RJ shut down?
Yes. He locked up Levine and DeRozan.
Now, imagine if you could tell RJ, listen, RJ, you don't have to drive.
The Wizards game, he locked up Bradley Beal.
He sure enough did.
Bradley Beal had to come off screens. Remember, they had to rub RJ off of Beal.
And he could put more of his effort on that end because he knows this. I don't have to do the heavy lifting down on offense. Right? You got Jalen Brunson, you got Donovan Mitchell, you got Julius Randle. I can just pick my spots down there. Right?
Yeah.
He can put more energy into the defensive end. And I believe physically, right, and mentality-wise, RJ has what he needs to guard threes very effectively, and even some twos. Sometimes laterally he can be slow sometimes, but RJ does a good job at times, or not even at times. I want him to get better at using his strength, right, to body up on some of these tools, smaller tools on the defensive end. But I don't
think he's slow laterally though, Champ. I think RJ is stiff laterally.
Stiff? Okay.
Yeah,
slow, stiff. What you want to call it?
Because
he's upright. He's straight upright.
Yeah, because I think he just muscular up top. It's like the Anthony Mason deal. How y'all remember Anthony Mason couldn't guard some threes? Mason couldn't guard some threes, even though he had foot speed and foot quickness. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just up top. It was just like if you got him turned, you can go by him.
Like Mason was damn near 270, 260.
Yeah. Yeah,
that a lot of the two-way players that get lauded in this league do not guard the best offensive option on other teams all game. Kawhi does not.
Paul George stopped a long time ago.
He stopped exactly. Jimmy Butler does not do that regularly in the regular.
And you know why they? You know what, Dre? You know why they do that? Because they brought in a third wheel. They have Robert Covington.
Exactly.
So you can rotate. Because what people don't realize, bro, when wing players get dinged up all the time. It's the reason why OG Anunoby is always hurt, or Pascal Siakam is always hurt.
And why is
because when dudes 6'6" two-way players are always getting dinged up, bro.
Bro, if you're 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", bro, you're just a risk. You're a hazard risk, bro.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be that big moving like that. That's
Right.
why they get hurt. You're not supposed to be moving like a gazelle and you're 6'8".
No, but let me ask y'all.
That's why Cam be getting hurt a lot.
Yeah.
6'8" dude, and he's slim, and he be getting like Achilles tendon, tendonitis.
Shoulders out of place.
Kawhi
It's
been
just
hurt.
it's tough. NBA is tough, bro.
Kawhi
That's
stay
why I
hurt.
respect players like Jimmy Butler's. You know what I'm saying? Players
them
like that.
Kelly Oubre's, because
But-
them dudes that size, because think about them dudes that size, they do big man stuff and little man stuff all game.
And then
Meanwhile, I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
No, and then RJ is that size, and guess what? He's durable.
Right.
He's durable. Like up until the end of last season, RJ doesn't miss a lot of time. Like, he doesn't
Except for
miss
that
a lot of
stomach
time.
ailment. He did have the stomach ailment early in the year.
He's also an above average rebounder for his position.
Right.
He's a
we don't
big
put
boy, man.
we don't put enough value in that.
He's a big boy, bro. When RJ Barrett's around 25, 26-year-old, he's gonna be a problem.
And then I hear people say, "Oh, he averaged 20 on bad efficiency." If that was so easy, right? Why aren't a bunch of guys doing it? They're not.
A bunch of guys are shooting 45. He got to at least hit 45, man. Come on, we got to be real. At that position,
but Rob, but you can nitpick and name like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 players all you want, but that's all you're gonna find.
No, that's not nitpicking. At that position, the 3, if you go around the league, that's at least 45% shooting at the 3. That's where all your scoring is really coming from, the 2 and the 3 right now in the league. And they are all shooting. They are all shooting 45.
They're not asked to score the same way. Each 3 is different on every team. Each 3 has different responsibilities on every team. You can't tell me every 3 is the same.
Most of the leading scorers are coming from the 2 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, most of them are not guarding other teams' best offensive players.
But you know what though? The dude that led the league in scoring this year was a center.
Who Embiid?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they get
But look, when you look at it, on the bell, scoring comes from the 2 and the 3 in the league.
Yeah, but Rob, I don't think anybody is saying RJ is without his faults and his dents and the things he has to work on. Like, we can all agree we want him to be more efficient, right? I think you're not going to find anybody that disagrees with you there.
No, I'm going to look. No, first guy in the league is a center. Second was Giannis. Third was Luka. Okay, fourth was Trae Young. So what position does Luka play? He's kind of like positionless, right?
I saw 2 point guards in the center and the power forward.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Then we got DeMar DeRozan is the first guy that fits that mold. Then we got Jokic.
Yeah.
Tatum.
All forward.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's mixed up. There's Booker, then Mitchell.
But most of them in that top 10, it's going to be at the forward or it's going to be at the guard position.
Now you're saying guard. Before you said it was a 2, but there's 3 point guards on this list.
The 2 is a guard.
We don't need RJ to be a top 10 player. We don't need RJ to be a top 10 player.
You just need him to be good in our systems. Culley, would you take 43% from the field and 33% from 3?
No.
From RJ?
No.
You know who did that for their career?
Phillips.
I'm gonna name a name. A dude that did that for their career. Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady did that for his career. Would you take Tracy McGrady?
But he shot 80% from the free throw line.
That was the thing I was going to say. That was it. So OG, that's the thing I was going to get to. RJ Barrett, even with these crazy numbers, if he just shot free throws better, bro, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
We wouldn't even be talking about efficiency if he shot free throws better.
If he shot free throws better, yeah.
Okay, so the question is, do you believe he can shoot free throws better?
No.
RJ, if he works
no,
at it,
I think
it's his 4th year.
I don't think he had. You have to have touch, bro.
Hey, he was bad in college.
I can never say someone can't improve.
I'm gonna say that for you.
If they just turned 22 years old, I'm sorry.
What did he do?
I'm gonna say that for you.
No, you ain't got to say nothing for me, dog.
Yo, man.
Ever.
That was hilarious.
Don't ever put words in my mouth.
Yeah, man.
Calm down,
no way.
I'm not even talking
Come on.
to you, man.
No, I'm not talking to you. No, I was talking to Freezy. I was talking to Freezy. I wasn't talking to you, brother.
I never seen a pro except for probably, I think, Elijah won when he got the pro.
I am relaxed. I got to go on cam and show him smiling.
with the free throw line, after 4 years, you pretty much are what you are because it's all about touch.
What,
Yeah.
You can
what
get better
percentage
at
did he
the
shoot last
three.
year from the free throw line? What percentage?
70%.
70. So do I? If RJ can get up to the high 70s, which I think he can do, high 70s, low 80s, I'm fine.
Hey, look, check this out, Angie. Let me drop this stat
I
on you.
want.
They
Hold
got
on,
a
bro. I'm
guy.
sorry. I want him to finish at the rim better. That's what I want from
Okay.
RJ, bro. I want him to finish at the
Hey,
rim
look.
better.
Hey,
And
look, check
I
this
think
out.
that'll fix him.
They got a guy, borderline Hall of Famer, going in right now. Shot 41% from the field, 31%, 32% from three, 85% from the free throw line, borderline Hall of Famer. Who I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Chauncey Billups. But it was the free throw line that catapulted him there.
Right.
If RJ, and look, 41% from the field, and nobody even looks at Chauncey Billups like that, but he hit big shots. But when you look at his career, 41% from the field, 31% from the three, 85% from the line, and he made everything at the line. So RJ has to get better at either efficiency or the line. Which one would be easier for him?
I think it'd be easier for him to just get 10% better at the free throw line.
At the free throw line.
You know, but Freezy makes a good point, and I think a couple of y'all made that point. Like a lot of bad free throw shooters never become good free throw shooters.
That's true.
That's fine. I think he can go up.
I do still have some belief that he can. I want to see what he does this season. That's gonna go a long way into me and how I feel about his future as a shooter. Like, because we've seen him in the last 2 seasons, he's had a really good year efficiency wise and a really bad year, right? And I want to see what he does this season. So and I even agree with people that say they want to wait to pay him. I could agree with that. You know what I mean? If you say, listen, let him hit restricted free agency, let somebody offer it, and if we believe he's worth it, we'll match it. I'm cool with that.
But he not gonna do that. He had top 3 picks don't do that, bro. That's reserved for.
Yeah,
they go to.
You got a top 2 pick that's not even in the league no more. Look at Okafor. He's not even in the league anymore.
And I know, but Okafor was top 3. He wasn't top. D'Angelo Russell.
He was 2.
No, D'Angelo Russell went to the Lakers.
Yeah,
but I understand your point though, OG. But what I'm saying is when top 3 picks are good, they don't go to go to restricted free agency, bro. They don't. Not unless they had an injury.
This center did. Look at this guy was 1.
When's the last?
Yeah, he's gonna say DeAndre Ayton, but I think that was something. I think I don't know something. I heard a report about homeboy stays up all night playing video games.
Right.
And he don't finish playing video games until like 5 in the morning, and then he got to go practice at like 8.
What's that? The Kevin Knox syndrome?
I don't know. I guess so. But I don't think RJ Barrett has that problem.
Hey, Freeze. Can I pose? Oh well, I'm gonna say something. You want to know Brandon Ingram?
Ask Culley. This Culley show. I'm just.
Oh, my fault, Culley. Y'all want to know Brandon Ingram's free throw percentages, like his first 6 years?
No.
I'm gonna just name them.
Come on, Culley.
Yeah, give it to us.
You got to take it, bro.
It's 62% his first year, 68% his second year, 67% his third year. Then his fourth year, he went to 85. His fifth year, he went to 87, and last year it was 82. So I'm not going to just write him off.
And he's a Duke player. That's a good stat right there. I got to give you your props on it.
I got another list for Rob.
Same for Lonzo Ball.
All right, here you go. So there's only been 5 players that have ever had 3,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 500 assists, 200 threes before turning 22 years old. Before 22.
Yeah.
Who are the other 4 besides RJ Barrett?
Luka, LeBron,
Trey Young.
Nope.
I don't think he get the rebounds.
I think I heard that somewhere before. I can't remember.
LeBron, Luka, Kevin Durant, and Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm
But
telling you.
Kobe came in.
But Culley
Look,
wouldn't
but
give
look,
them the
but look,
max
check
though.
this out though.
Culley
See,
wouldn't
that's
give
a
them the max.
Come
misconception.
on, man. No, how many lists does this guy got to be on, bro?
Look, check this out. The misconception is Kobe and RJ got there at 17. You had time between
RJ
them
wasn't
to get there.
17 when he started.
So 19.
Yes, he was.
He was
So-
19.
No,
wanna pay guys-
RJ came in at 7.
My bad.
But this is his contract, and he's coming up on 22.
He
So-
literally just turned 22.
And
So it makes me right.
But how was
He was not 17.
He wasn't
Look, when he hit
17,
the
bro.
No, when he left when he got drafted, he was 17. His
No,
birthday is
18.
in, I think, what, August?
He
what
was
does that have to
18.
do with this,
But what does that have to do with anything? The same thing with
When you
LeBron
got
and
more time to
Kobe.
play
They
in the
came out of
league.
high school, okay?
That's
And
even
Luca
different.
came straight to the league from Europe. And Durant was a one and done. And so was RJ. So
The one
however you
that's
want to spin it,
impressive-
the age is
No,
irrelevant.
what's
He did it.
impressive about it, Kobe didn't start when the only one who got them stats off
I don't know
the
how to
bench-
lower my mic, bro.
Hey, look, the only one who got them stats impressively is Durant because he started from day one.
But
So
all right.
what do you-
I mean, Luca started from day one.
Your reasoning makes no
And
sense
Luka.
on that one, bro. I'm sorry.
RJ started from day one.
Nobody's.
And RJ, that's why he gets there.
Nobody's.
Kobe is the only one that makes it impressive because Kobe didn't start his first year.
Yeah,
Everybody
but
else
that's
did.
start your first year. That's more impressive because how many 18-year-olds can come into the league and be effective that young?
That's why I said, Angie, it was more impressive for Kobe because he didn't do it.
Oh, that's not what I said. But, all right.
But he caught up.
You just find weird ways to twist things around for your. It's weird.
So Culley, would you take 44% from the floor and 32% from three?
No matter which way you spin it.
44 and 32. 44 and 32. Would you take that?
I spent the whole show trying to convince me and give me all these lists, all these numbers. I'm not giving the man the max. That's it.
Culley, you say that there's a risk in signing him and he doesn't pan out, right?
No, it's not a real. I didn't say that. Somebody else said that.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, but would you agree that if it's a risk that if we sign him to that and he doesn't pan out, we have an quote unquote albatross of a contract?
Yeah, that was Fulio.
He said that.
No.
Right.
What is this?
But could you also agree that if we let him go and he becomes what some of us think he can be, that is even worse, in my opinion, than taking a home run swing on a 3-2 count to win a game and missing is worse than doing what Carlos Beltran did and watching the ball go right down the middle.
Well, you ain't had to do that. You ain't had. To
I'd rather take
you,
the
you ain't had to do that. You ain't had to go there.
you feel me? I'd rather
Hey.
take the swing.
And how many coaches did them other four dudes have each year coming up too?
The thing is, King Angie, where do you get the whole let him go to another team and be better thing? Where do you get that from?
Because if you lowball RJ, some other team is
Not
going
lowball.
get
The guy
the
can't make those. What
Huh?
lowball?
Okay.
We missed the playoffs every year since he's been here. We don't even.
Well, I think it's like oblivious because no matter what, he's a restricted free agent, and if somebody else gives him a max contract, we're able to match.
We can match it.
So like he ain't going nowhere. Just the point of the matter is that he's not going anywhere.
He can reject the qualifying offer.
Yeah,
And the thing is, y'all are speaking for RJ. Y'all don't know how much
players don't do that stuff, bro. I mean,
like if he's gonna
that's
take
100 and something.
take a little less.
change.
He's a good player with potential, but we dragging it here, man.
15% of the cap, Culley, is not dragging him.
Good player with potential.
Good player.
Now,
with
look,
Typical
I like
Nick fan that
RJ.
complains about everything, and then when you finally got
look
something,
at what
you
happened.
wanna-
Look at what happened to Miles Bridges
discredit him.
for taking the qualifying offer.
Yeah.
15% of
Yeah,
the cap.
but it was some mixed up in that though. That's different.
Why? Anything can happen.
The thing is, I love
Stupid
RJ.
things happen. He was on his way to making a big bag, and in one night things changed for him, right?
Even
So,
if he took that bag, they would have probably suspended him and he wouldn't have got the bag anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna get that money because of them charges. Yeah.
Most NBA starters,
I
right?
don't know.
A solid NBA starter is going to take up in between 10 and 15% of your cap. It's a solid
You're
NBA.
right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you believe
a
RJ is a
productive
solid,
starter, a productive
you
starter.
have to give him that kind of money, or somebody else will. And that's just what it is.
All right,
Yep.
so if
Look,
anybody-
I'm right there with you on the percentages and the money going up and what the players is worth at that time. That's real business on that a lot of Nick Nation don't look at. And what you're saying is right. If that's gonna go up to that number and they know that's that number, then that money that you pay RJ is not that because you can get other players. And right now, the way that the Knicks structured contracts, and especially what they did with Brunson, his money starts off high and it goes low.
And then Rob, when you cap up, getting off of Julius Randle's contract is going to become a lot easier, a whole lot.
No
easier,
doubt.
right?
Hey, look, I'm 100% in agreement with that.
Right. So signing RJ, let's say, just to play devil's advocate to the max, does not it does not limit you from adding more talent to the team.
But don't they have a players? Don't
care,
they have
right? Because it's not our money. So the only reason why we would care is if we felt as if it would limit us from becoming a better team.
Now let me ask you a question,
have,
Angie.
like-
Does that same knowledge apply if we do get Donovan Mitchell and we still have RJ Barrett and we still have Julius Randle and we still have Jalen Brunson, or this is without Donovan Mitchell?
No, so
30+ million on our books.
Right. So I did some math. So with Donovan, RJ, Jalen Brunson, and Julius Randle, right? If we kept all of them to the numbers we're signing, RJ to say $30 million, right? We would have about $70 million in cap space outside of them when the cap goes up, right?
And
if you
gotta add. You also have to add Mitchell Robinson in there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like outside of those four, right? Like other players on the team, obviously, but outside of those four players, there's $75 million that you have to allocate correctly. But that's a lot of talent you can add with $75 million, right? If you take Julius Randle out of that equation, right, that's now $100 million. It's the reason why the Lakers took on Patrick Beverley and traded Taylor Horton Tucker Jr. because they're looking for when the cap increases, and they're going to have
D-Rose is $13 million
in the summer of 23-24. The Lakers are looking to have a boatload of cap space when the cap goes up, so they can add talent around LeBron and AD. So everybody knows this cap rise is about to happen, and the moves in the league are reflecting that. So, and it's the reason why the Knicks don't have a problem extending RJ, in my opinion. I don't think they really have a problem doing it. I think it's more so
I think you're right. I think
RJ group and the Knicks are just trying to come to a middle ground. Whether that's 31 a year, 32 a year, 30 a year, they're trying to get to that middle ground.
33 to 35. That's around where I'm thinking. 33 to 35 with incentives. If he hits certain numbers, all-star appearances, playoff appearances, you can get more money.
And Culley, I promise you, 3 years from now, when Donovan, RJ, and Brunson are balling and we add another elite talent, I guarantee you will not care that he's making $100.
But Angie, look at it like this here. Okay, now when you look at that backcourt with Brunson and you look at it with Mitchell, and then if you trade away,
we don't have Mitchell.
All right, no. Okay, I like the team. Me personally, I think that we came to this situation that we're in right now just to be able to do it when it's time to do it. But I think that the graduating class of the New York Knicks, because I've been saying this since November, it was never about what we're watching. I thought all of these players right now that that Utah is looking at was not looking at these players then until they started to play. Now you see something there. So you take those players, like I told Freezy, I said, look, once you pull over the layer of what's going down, it was never about this season. It was all about making sure that these players that Leon Rose and them drafted, and they done a good draft without being number one. We was in the 20th position, and everybody was trying to get down to the teams. Oh, let's get the guy from Indiana. What's his name?
Duarte.
Last year, everybody was like, yo, let's make it down to that. Let's get this. So we got grind. We didn't move. We made a couple other moves to get draft capital. They did this. The New York front office did this in 2 years while we was all talking about what was going on with the team. Now they put us in the position to even entertain a Donovan Mitchell. Do I think that Donovan Mitchell is the guy that we need to get? No, I don't. Just because I feel as though this rookie class with RJ, with everything that's going on, they need this year to put together to show what they can do. If we miss out on Donovan Mitchell, these all-stars are coming a dime a dozen. Everybody is getting upset with a team within this last 3 years. So now you take an undersized shooting guard and you throw him up there with defensive suspect, but you got a defensive coach. I think that that's a problem. And then we paying everybody on the upwards of $25 million for 44 wins, maybe, or the HC. But when you look around the league with people that's getting paid that money, they are automatically are in the playoffs. So should we sacrifice what we're doing right now? Because I think we're just a year early with this Donovan Mitchell thing. And I think that, like Freezy was saying in the podcast, and I told Chuck Freezy exactly what you were saying yesterday. I said that they played, Danny Ainge played in Boston, but Danny Ainge is playing the New York media, the fans, against it. That's why things are getting leaked, because he wants the fans in the uproar to force the trade. Even though he's trying to do a business move about it. But if you get Nick Nation, now we need Donovan at all costs. This is what we need. And then when we do that, it's going to change the trajectory of what we're doing, because players going to be leaving.
I don't think you can be a year early on a 25-year-old. My opinion. He fits the time.
I'm talking about a year early on the time, because when you look at the New York Knicks team right now, the average age, we're at 23, 24, where people are finding their way in the league right now.
Yeah, but Rob, Donovan found his way. So what you'll be doing is swapping young players. Obi's 24 years old.
But these young players that you're talking about, you're going to be giving up, because the ones that you're talking about, Donovan is not going to be playing with.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I don't care about giving up Obi and Grimes. I just could care less. They're not Donovan Mitchell. This front office has shown that they don't really have any interest in drafting in the lottery. They traded out this year. So my thing is, we have all of these young talent, all of this young talent. We have to consolidate it at some point. We have to consolidate. And
Milwaukee won the championship with one lottery pick. And they didn't even start.
Yeah, but a Giannis is not available. Giannis is a generational.
But no, what I'm saying is this here: when Giannis was drafted, nobody knew where he was gonna be, and that team, the only one when they won the championship that was in the lottery that they got was Brook Lopez, and he didn't even start.
Here's the way we get Donovan Mitchell by the end of the week. Here is the plan. You leak a SGA report, say the Thunder and Knicks have had exploratory talks about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I guarantee you Donovan Mitchell will be a New York Knick by the end of the week.
But look, guess what? With that, but look, he will really be available next year when you look at their team.
He's available right now.
Who, SGA?
No.
He's available right now, bro. He's available right now.
Okay, so look, we made the move. We made the move as an organization. The New York Knicks made a move as an organization to target Brunson. Now, last year, everybody was saying on every podcast, nobody want to come here. But with the things that we're doing now, it looks like everybody wants to come here now.
No, just Donovan Mitchell.
I do feel like
every year it's somebody else. Brunson wanted to come.
AD wanted to come.
Anthony
Davis wanted to come.
And then when he didn't.
Those guys didn't want to come.
But look, if we keep on building right, everybody want to come. They still came to New York. They just went to Brooklyn.
How many games in the last 2 years have we had a competent point guard play?
Now we got one.
Good question, bro.
Okay.
Now we got one.
Now hold on. So, just to give you in perspective, the limited minutes and time that Derrick Rose played, we were 10 games over 500 over the last 2 seasons with him playing point guard, and that's with Derrick Rose, beat up Derrick Rose, who played competently at point guard when he was in. So, what's that going to do for our team?
Look,
that tells the story right there.
No,
it's not RJ's fault. It's not Randall's fault.
We're not blaming RJ.
It sounds to me like y'all though.
Yeah, but Rob, what I guess my thing is Donovan Mitchell is not going to end the year with the Utah Jazz, right? What you're saying is wait until next year and wait on something that we don't even know is going to be available, right? And then if that thing is available, right, who's to say this time next year we'd be the favorite for that player? We have a player that wants to come here. We have the best offer with a favorite to land him. The stars are aligning, right? So yes, there may be opportunities, but you can't guarantee that the stars are going to align again. You just can't, because a lot of stars have become available, and guess what? They got traded somewhere else because they like the other team's offer better, right? So we have to strike when we have the opportunity to strike, especially guys 25 years old, right? You got to strike when you have the opportunity. Like, and that's just the end of it for me. Like, you can't wait till next year, because first of all, you got to tell me who's going to be available, and then you got to tell me that person's going to want to come here, and then you got to tell me that by this time next year, there's not going to be another team that has acquired assets the same way we did, and now we have more competition, right? We have the best offer by far right now. We have the most assets to give. Cash and Obi and Grimes are not going to become freaking Allen Houston and Patrick Ewing. It's okay. They're not going to be that good. Right. We don't have to wait and see if an orange is going to turn into an apple. We know it's an orange. You understand? So treat it as such.
Culley, how much time you got? Bro?
You got plenty of time, man. Plenty.
All right. So I'm going to disappear, man. I'm going to disappear and work on some stuff because I got.
I'll text you, boys, or just text me.
All right. Just let me know when you're ready.
I got you, boys.
All right.
Salute.
No, still here.
Telling you.
Yeah, bro. We gotta just find a way to make a good trade for Donovan Mitchell. You know,
so
we have to give a little. We probably would give a little, just not everything that they're asking for.
So tell me what you guys think about this. Like I said this earlier in one of the other panels. Like, you know, we offered 2 unprotected, and word on the street says that Ainge wants 4.
Okay.
Like, do we meet in the middle? Like, how do y'all feel about 3 unprotected? I mean, honestly,
I'm giving them 2. I'm giving them 2 unprotected, especially if it's the 2023 pick. And
the thing is, he wants them far out in case we implode, and then he can just reap the rewards. That's what he really wants. He wants them in 2025, 2027, 2029.
Because he can't take a deal that's less than what he got for Rudy Gobert. It's like, I understand both cases, but if that's the case, then I'm gonna just have to walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain deals where no matter how good.
But over what? What's the walking point for you? Like, where's the walking? Like, you're gonna walk over a person that doesn't exist, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just not giving up 3 unprotected picks. I'm giving up 2 unprotected picks, and I'm giving up.
But what have the Knicks shown what we could do with our picks, though? That's my point. Well, why are all of a sudden we going to be wave a magic wand and pick right?
I don't think it's about necessarily the pick. It's about pairing it. It's about pairing the extra pick to pair someone with Donovan. He's trying to micromanage his picks, so when we do get Donovan, we have something left over where we can entice a 3rd star to make RJ.
When? The same year or the following year?
It could be the next year, the year after that. We have to figure out
because the next year
we
have the every other year picks.
You can't trade every year. You can't trade.
No, I know. I'm not saying I'm not saying those other ones, but there's still going to be picks left though after that.
I mean, other teams' picks.
And we acquired these picks from the same front office. So what says we can't acquire a couple picks again?
Our
but
picks are more
Fournier with
valuable
Rose.
than other teams'
those picks we acquired are not valuable. This is the reason why the deal was not done. Right? Those picks we acquired, the Jazz don't value. They valued our picks.
They're not valuable.
They're not.
they're valuable.
They
but
have
they're not
value.
as
They have
valuable.
value. They're not as valuable as our unprotected picks.
Right. So like, and my thing is like 4 to 6 years from now, if you have Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, and Donovan Mitchell all in their prime, those picks are not going to be anything. They're going to be late 20s. So I don't. It's going to be equivalent for us to a second round pick if we do it the right way. So
well, that's what I'm saying. But if we're getting so if Danny Ainge is conceding that he feels if we get Mitchell, okay, that our picks are going to be worse for him because we're going to be that much better, then that proves my point even more. Then those picks ain't worth shit. I'm sorry to
coach.
use this French.
What he's trying to do is he's trying to make sure those, like when you looked at the Rudy Gobert deal, he added the 4 picks 2025, 2027, 2029 because he's looking forward to when the team is no longer good, when Rudy Gobert is off that team. And
I understand that.
Minnesota regresses. He wants those picks that are later on, like the 2023. I'm sure he wants it, but it's not as valuable as the 2027 or the 2029 to him.
Well, if he wants them that far away, bro, I'll be honest with you. I'm not thinking about 5th graders or 6th graders, bro. I'm sorry.
You're not thinking about that. Time out. You're not thinking about that, but you got to remember, Danny Ainge, he got all those picks from the Nets, and they turned into Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
But look,
that's what you have to think about.
But what picks were they?
They were top 5 picks.
Okay, exactly.
Because the Nets blew up after those trades.
But he didn't get those picks 5 years in advance.
He had to wait for them to convey. He had to wait for them to convey and then use them.
Look, all because one team got lucky twice in a row, and they haven't been injured yet. Okay, they're due. I don't want to jinx nobody. I don't want Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum.
Even if they get hurt, they're still gonna be all NBA caliber players, regardless. Like they can tear their knee up right now, and they'll come back in a year and a half and be all NBA players.
We can recoup those picks. If it doesn't work out and Donovan is 28, 29 years old, we can trade him. And guess what we can trade him for? 1st round picks. So, like, we can get those picks back.
Exactly. I look. All my thing is the way we have been doing it hasn't worked. So,
and like I'm not even disagreeing. Like, I want to do the trade. Like, but at some point you gotta like meet.
I'm just not giving him everything he's asking for. Unprotected. He's just.
I didn't say 4. I said 3. Like that. That's in the middle.
I would do 3 and then package.
I wouldn't do 3. I wouldn't do 3.
Then what do you want to do then? What do you want to do? I don't understand. What's better than that?
You can keep those 2 unprotected picks and try to get something else with that.
No, but here's the problem, Eddie. If you're only offering 2 first round picks,
it doesn't matter who. Every day something pops up.
No, but
so then we mess around. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you're only offering 2 first round picks, right? Then the Knicks aren't special anymore because everybody can offer 2 first round picks. Right? What makes our deal more likely to happen is the fact that we can offer more than everybody else. But if you say I'm only going to offer 2, then why would Danny Ainge even deal with us? Because he can get 2 picks
because he's not
and 2 better players.
Because the Knicks is not a certified team to be a good team next year or the year after that or the year after that. Like Cleveland Cavaliers are on the up and up. So if they give you 2 unprotected picks, they're most likely top 20 picks.
If they
get
we still don't know if we get Donovan Mitchell.
If we're not certified to be good, then that should give him the incentive to want the early picks. Then if he thinks we're gonna be so bad, that means the picks are gonna be better.
That's why he wants all of the picks. He wants 4 unprotected picks.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, what does he want then? I mean,
I think
that's what I know the reports I know is accurate. I'm not saying I'm a reports guy because most of that stuff, like 50% is 50-50 with me. But since you know, what does he want?
He'll settle at 3.
He wants as much as we're willing to give.
because
obviously,
when you're negotiating, you always ask for more than you believe you'll get. Right? So he can ask for 4, but 3 gets the deal done, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's set up to look that way because
So then it's 3 unprotected picks, maybe 1 or 2 of the protected picks.
No, I think that'll be the same amount.
Grimes, Obi Toppin, and Evan Fournier.
Deal done for me.
I'll sign on that one, honestly.
That's too much.
It's not, though.
I don't understand which one of those picks is holding it up for you. I'm just curious. Like try to convince me, please.
The third protected pick and even a player, one of those players.
You can always get picks back.
But what are we gonna do with that pick? That's the point I'm asking you. Like, what? I don't understand. Are we gonna
use it for?
What are the chances of getting Donovan Mitchell?
You can use it for other trades.
Okay, who's gonna be available?
I'm not hung up. I'm not hung up. I'm trying to get him.
Players like this don't come available, and that want to come to New York.
It's a great story. I like him to be a New York Knicks, but I'm not hung up on it. Like,
Coach, it's not necessarily the All NBA guy you're looking for. Like the Bucks didn't know Drew Holiday was going to be available, but they tossed 2-3 picks and got him in there to be the missing piece. So we might need a pick or 2 just to get the missing piece guy.
We did the same thing with Kyle Lowry and regretted it.
Yeah, so.
No, you can't trade Shumpert. Shumpert is too much.
if y'all can let's switch this around then. So if one of y'all could hand pick one player 25 or younger that we could trade for, like who else would you want? That would be a perfect fit for the team right now.
That's available. Donovan's the only one available.
I think Luka Doncic in a couple of years might be available.
I don't know. These Euro guys are kind of funny, bro. They kind of just stay where they're drafted. More times than not.
Actually, the Euro guys are the ones that like to be on the East Coast because it's closer to Europe. So
I just don't see Luka. I feel like that's Luka's franchise, and as long as they cater to him and keep bringing in talent, I don't see why he'd want to leave.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, like I said, like I don't know, man. And
then if he decided to leave, why the Knicks? We swear these players always want to come to the Knicks, and they never do.
Yeah, just like we thought Kevin Durant and Kyrie were coming.
Come to the Knicks, but I think he's a
LeBron.
player that might become. He was actually on one of the lists as the player that will be most available in a couple of years.
Yeah, but
but I'm not. I don't know, man. But so many things can happen in a couple of years, man. It's just like
exactly the same thing. What happened with Donovan Mitchell?
So
a couple of years ago, before Leon Rose.
So you cool with waiting another 2 years? When it can be done now, just over some pick, some sixth grader.
I'm gonna tell you something about myself, man. I'm very patient and I'm a smart man, so I shouldn't actually say that, but I like to think to myself as a smart person, and I'm very patient. So I look at these things as if what would I do and how would my business mindset. So
are you insinuating I'm not?
No, not at all, bro.
I'm a 47-year-old father and a nurse.
I'm a super patient man, and I've always think about.
There's more than one way to do business, so
and I'm a Mensa member.
I'm not speaking upon yourself. I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking about the way I think.
And I've been patient for the last 18 years. The last 18 years that we've. Well, I'm sorry. The last.
Bro, I know it sucks. I've been with there with you since. I've been with there with you for the past like 30 years. So I know how you feel, man. But when it comes to this,
my patience is wearing thin, brother.
I'm thinking everything from when the Leon Rose regime came in, and I started fresh with them, and I like the way they're doing things. So I have total faith in how they do it and when they're going to do it. May they make mistakes here and there. Nobody's perfect, but everything that I've seen so far has been good to me. So I'm okay with that.
Well, but here's the thing for me too, and I've said this before in another panel, that they didn't acquire this many draft picks and 10 players 25 and under. Okay, to keep them all.
It's not feasible.
Think
And
about
you're
that.
right about that.
This
You're
this
right
ain't the
about
G
that.
League, bro.
But you got to also look at this. Danny Ainge want players that he knows that if he take away from this while giving up Donovan, nobody is covering this issue right now, and this is a real issue. Danny Ainge want to take players that will cripple the Knicks, so his pick will be a good pick dealing with us. That's why he's dealing with us and not no other team. Because if he takes the talent away from us while giving us Donovan Mitchell, he knows when those picks have to mature, they will be what he wants. But if we playing hardball with him and we're not giving him what he wants, this is what the negotiations is all about. Danny Ainge need to cripple us while giving us Donovan Mitchell so his picks mature.
Mhm.
So if he takes the right talent away from us while giving us Donovan Mitchell, he knows down the line that it will work. Leon Rose is playing hardball like, no, you're not getting this because we want to add Donovan Mitchell with talent, not a la like
What
we
talent
did
are
with-
we giving up though in
That's
your
what I'm
But
eyes?
look,
I don't get all this talent.
developing, listen to what I'm getting ready to drop on you. Developing talent right now. Because the most important year when you put talent together, it's two different things in New York Nation.
We offered
That's going.
Obi. That's
All right,
it.
but no, it's not about is it just Obi. We just hearing everything. It may be Obi quickly, but if our front office, now look, we're Nick Nation, right? And our front office ain't been talking to us about anything. Why you think all of a sudden now they talking about the media? Eddie C is right. Half of the things that they're saying is not true. And like you say, you 47.
Well, Eddie C ain't the only one saying that. We're all
All right.
saying that.
Hey, look, check this out. You 47, I'm 57. The only thing that I didn't see in my Knick history is me being a fan, and I'm over 50 years. If the Knicks going with a rebuild and sticking with it. Everybody, that's why you got highs on every player that we may not like that player that's in that hive, but we know one thing. They are all on this team. You may not like Cam. You may not like Obi. You may not like Quickly. And you may have your individual player that you
We ain't
like.
never been in a rebuild. This guy.
But look,
You know how many rebuilds we know why we can't get in a rebuild? Because our guys fall off before their second year half the damn
you
time.
know
That's
why?
why.
But look,
You can't rebuild nothing when they already a
but
bum
on
by
this
year
team,
two. What are
but
you
on
talking?
this
Waiting for
team,
develop to for
but
who?
you can't. But look, you can't tell me that a player fell off in year 1 or 2 that you want to give away. We never seen what they was gonna be. And Leon Rose he said, hell with this. I drafted these players. I think that they're good players. So if I'm gonna put my reputation on the line about these players that we drafted, that everybody in Nick Nation like, maybe 1, 2, 3 players, all the names that I just said, people in New York like these players. So as a whole, are we saying one more
I didn't
year?
say I don't like them.
RJ is the leader. In RJ's year, after RJ years plays, you can look at the rest of the roster and say, look, okay, I think Quickly may go. I think Obi need to go. I may think that Grimes need to go. But this is their graduating year.
Okay, those 3 guys go. We still have 7 guys that are
I'm
young.
just saying. Hey, look, I'm just saying.
Once you find out, yeah, but Rob, once you find out they suck, once you find out they suck, it's too late. So what you
no,
say?
it's not, because guess what you got? No, it's not, because you still got all the rest of you know when it's too late? When you give it away, then it's too late.
Rob, so you're saying let's see if Obi and Grimes suck first before we give them up for Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, no. It's not, but see, you're making it about one player. That's
Y'all
not
don't
the
want
big
anybody ever.
In our case, it is about one player right now.
Hey, no. But right now, is this the best player that you're going to see? Now we just got straight that we can be in a room when they talking to us. In the first player that comes along, y'all want to dump everything. He can be the best player. Right now, the best player on the team is Julius Randle, and nobody
He wasn't the first player that came along. The Knicks just passed on DeJounte Murray. They just passed on him. He wasn't the first player to come along.
They wasn't doing business with us. Atlanta was
if
not
the Knicks
doing.
offered,
but look,
if the Knicks offered 4 first-round picks for DeJounte Murray, we'd have him.
Hey, look. Let me break down this the Monte Murray thing. What Atlanta found out was this. Atlanta found out that a small backcourt is not working. So therefore, they got a defensive backcourt guy with Trae Young. That's what you need. They picked a 6'5" guy for a reason. For a reason. They picked this guy 6'5", can play defense because Trae Young can't. So that backcourt is Trae Young 6'1" and Devontae Murray 6'5". We want to go with, and everybody thinks it's going to work.
Here we go. Come with the height.
Look. Check this out. I'm going to give you numbers on this. The last backcourt that worked with
Alec Burks was 6'7".
No, listen to what I'm getting ready to drop on you. The last backcourt that worked that won an NBA championship is before the rules changed. That was
Toronto. Toronto.
No, it wasn't
wrong.
Toronto.
It
wasn't Toronto.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. Because Danny Green started.
To be able, no, Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry played the majority of the minutes together.
He did not start to the next year.
Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry played the majority of the minutes together.
No, but look, when they got Kawhi, Danny Green came along with that, and he started the your boy Van Fleet started the next year.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I don't care about
Mitchell and Murray got the same wingspan. They both got a 6'10" wingspan.
Like Rob, we don't care about who started. Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry played the most minutes together.
And in 35 years of basketball since Detroit, nobody with that backcourt won. And then the rules changed.
Wrong,
no, but look, check this out. When the rules changed, when you couldn't use hand checking no more, that was the end of the small backcourt. And in 35 years since the Detroit backcourt, nobody with that backcourt, starting backcourt, won. That's facts. That's facts. Look it up. It's facts. When Green started, VanVleet came off the bench.
How many minutes did Lowry and VanVleet play together? They played the majority of the minutes together.
Down the stretch, it was Green. Look, when you're playing the game, during the game, at the end of the game, you need what's gonna win. And that's what look at Donovan Mitchell. Look at Donovan Mitchell when he played against it was Donovan Mitchell against Denver. They both scored 50. Cancel out. That was a cancel out. The key to that victory was the Joker. It wasn't the 50 points that Donovan scored, or was the 50 that Lamar scored.
Can I? I'm gonna interject. Lowry played 38 minutes in the finals, and Fred VanVleet played 32 minutes a game in the finals.
Look,
out of here.
He had a baby. No, he did not even play a finals game because he had a baby. You must.
Fred VanVleet played 32 minutes a game.
What are you talking about, Rob? You just making stuff up at this point.
What I'm saying is this here: at that position that he played, that when it got down to the key moments of the game, VanVleet was not in the game. He even missed it.
Yes, he was.
He even missed the game.
VanVleet had the most demoralizing shots in that series. If you went back and watch, he was hitting daggers.
Look, after he came back from his baby, because he even missed the game.
No, it went 6, and he played all 6 games.
Rob, you making stuff up. You just making stuff up.
How much you want to bet?
Everything you own. Everything you own, Rob.
Look, your boy. Hey, look, what I own is a lot, but I would tell you this. Go back and look. Van Fleet had a baby during, I think, Game 5. He didn't even show for that game.
I'm looking at the box score right now, and I can
Look at Game 5. You will not see Van Fleet right there.
I will see Van Vliet. Game 5, he played 27 minutes and had 11 points.
Rob, you're wrong.
Well, then it was Game 4. Look, it's a game.
But Game 4, he played 29 minutes.
Okay,
Rob,
so
you're
you
wrong.
saying he playing? Okay, so you saying that? I bet you he ain't playing. Okay, this was my bet on everything I own.
Rob, I need
He
everything
did
you
not
own
play
by
that
tomorrow.
whole series.
I need everything you own by tomorrow,
Yeah.
Rob.
He did.
Well, I ain't bet you yet. Now I'm getting ready to bet you. He did not play all 7 games. He did not play.
It only went 6 games.
Only went 6. Only went to 6.
And he
played
did
all
not
6.
play all 6 games.
Okay. Game 1,
That's
he played 33 minutes, scored 15 points. Game 2, he played 38 minutes, scored 17 points. Game 3, he played 33 minutes, scored 11 points. Game 4, he played 29 minutes, scored 8 points. With Game 5, he played 27 minutes, scored 11 points. Game 6, he played 34 minutes, scored 22 points.
Rob, email me and we'll set up the exchange.
All right, we'll set. But look, check this out. It must have been. Look, when I researched this, look,
It might have been a series before that.
okay, yeah, because he had a baby, and he did not play. But look at Danny Green's minutes.
All right, I'll look him up right now. NBA Finals.
Rob, don't give up.
Talking about the Knicks no more. We talking about
Look, the thing is, like,
I'm talking about small backcourts. And
Don't
like,
look
He
because
played-
the
They played
game is
less-
different now.
He played less minutes than
I
Van
may have
Vliet.
been. Look, I would say I may have been wrong about it, but look, I'm gonna say just like this here. Danny Green played an integral part of them winning, and Van Fleet was not playing.
He played
When
an
he had a
integral
baby-
part because he took out Klay Thompson's knee.
No.
It's
It was the foot. It made look. I think it was the foot.
What this conversation leads me to believe is like with a team like that, it's probably important to have a Quentin Grimes in your bench.
Exactly.
or even a Cam Reddish.
No, I don't have
Either
that
one
much
of
faith in Cam Reddish like that. I have more faith in Quentin Grimes at this point in time.
For
But you know, if you're gonna have a backcourt like that, it's good to have a player like Quentin Grimes.
You
in
have
the
to have
backcourt
that
who can defend,
because
who you can put in for RJ, you can put in for Brunson, you can
speak
put in
on it,
for Mitch.
Eddie C.
So
Speak on
you
it.
know,
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
even
no,
it's not
Rob,
even
don't do
about
that.
it's not even about the small backcourt because I'm a little worried about the defense. But you know, it's a team thing, so you have to have a three-headed monster in basically every format.
It'd be
of
nice to have a Kawhi too.
Kawhi is, I mean, that's that's one of the
That
reasons
They
helps.
didn't,
why.
they didn't have the supreme high end talent, but what they did have, they had a bunch of length and switchable players.
Norman Powell was there.
So it helped mitigate the small size.
So that's what I'm
They
saying.
had
That's-
like,
Pascal.
but this
But
whole
that's-
I don't
that's
think.
my
Do you
point
guys
where,
know the
you know-
anatomy of the human body? Like,
Okay.
do you play defense with the top of your head or your hands and feet?
Yeah, and Donovan
And
has a ball.
body.
Okay, that's the point I'm saying. All you guys that talk about
But
this
Donovan
height
has
thing.
never really been a defensive
Okay,
player.
well, it's not
that
because
was
of his
always-
height. It's not because of his height. It's because
No, I just think that's just his
his
more
defensive
offensive
efficiency
mindset.
was off. You know,
Look,
and his mind. Yeah,
Donovan,
I agree.
They always put like defensive, Rookie Rubio was at one point his point guard.
yeah.
Even
Well, I mean,
Mike Conley at 6'1", he had some defensive chops. So
Donovan came in
Yeah.
as a defender. though.
no, I mean, hopefully,
he
if
came
he
in as a
comes here,
defender. I don't know. He hasn't shown me anything. I was even upset one of these days when I saw a clip of him guarding up what's this guy's name from Minnesota? The good kid, the two guard.
He does a lot of lazy defense.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. If he's not a willing defender, if you want to gripe on him about that, I'm fine with that.
And I'm pretty
But
sure that Thibodeau will drum up a scheme to get them better at it.
But I'm talking about the reason for the height. I don't like that argument. You know what I'm saying?
Brunson
And the
holds
same-
it.
Hey, look.
And Brunson's
Thibodeau is
strong.
like 12 and 35 in the playoffs. He
But you
12
see,
and
Danny Ainge
35.
wants all that, bro. He wants Grimes.
He want
Kobe.
he want to
wants
hurt
the
us so
fourth-
he can get
He
the
wants to
pick.
form, so that part I agree with Rob. He wants to debacle us so that we're not as good enough. So then when those draft picks do pop, we're talking about maybe lottery picks, late lottery.
But if he,
Yeah, of course.
if he calls that debacling us, that's a terrible job. It's a terrible job.
Yes,
Because when you're left with Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, you didn't gut anything.
Yes,
Well,
you did, because when it comes down,
you're taking away one of our major strengths, which was our bench.
Yes,
no, our bench.
defensive.
No, because our bench still has Quickly. It still has Obi Toppin. It still, it still has
Short guys. When
it still has Cam Reddish. It still has Cam Reddish. And then you still can go sign more bench players. Bench players are not hard to find.
Hey, look, we not talk. What we talking about is this here. You're gonna have to level up. Look, when you come down to it, even though I may have been wrong when I say, but everybody knows when you seen that championship game that Danny Green was important.
Yeah, but we not talking. Listen, we're talking about our bench. If we trade down,
but you want short guys.
Our bench will not be depleted. Derrick Rose was a 6 Man of the Year candidate a couple years ago. Quickly is a 6 Man of the Year type of guy.
They can get rid. Look, what type of? This is what I want to know with Nick Nation. What type of love while we got all this love for Derrick Rose after he bailed on us the first year, but then when you look at what your boy did, the 7-foot dude, the one that we traded to Detroit, what's his name? The one we traded to Detroit, the one that stood in for Mitch.
Noel.
Look, he caught all the hate this year
because Noel was not as good as Derrick Rose.
But look, Derrick Rose played 16 games this year, and we gave him $15 million.
We paid him,
and nobody talked about that.
$13 million.
He was hurt, first of all,
and so was Noel.
But Noel was a scrub, in my opinion.
But he played good without Mitch. When we didn't have Mitch.
And I wasn't running around bashing Nerlens Noel. I didn't see too many Knicks fans talking about him. It was more like a joke. Like,
man, look, Rose got a pass.
Would you rather
16 games, got healthy. Eddie C helped me out on this. He played 16 games and was gone, but he's the reason why we got the 4th seed in the league, because when we got Rose the year before, we got him in February, and then we took off. But then we had a whole year without him, and guess who all the Knicks fans blamed? They said, oh, because we didn't have Bullock, and we didn't have Alfred Payton, his dude best friend. The reason why we didn't take off because we didn't have Rose. Because when we got Rose at the All-Star break, we was leveling on 500. We took off with Rose. Rose played the whole season, and nobody gave him no flack.
So, Rob, what exactly was Derrick Rose supposed to do about being hurt?
No, but that's the point. He's always hurt.
But would you rather have Tyler Hero at shooting guard? He's 6'4.5".
What I really want to have is like Brunson, a healthy point guard that we gonna know we can rely on. And people are still relying on Derrick Rose. Everybody want to roll for Derrick Rose. He should be the first one we get rid of.
No, no one's relying on him. I'm just the only reason why I brought him up earlier was he was the only one that played competent point guard the little bit he played. That's all. And I was trying to make. I was trying to make the argument that when we have competent point guard play, no matter who it is, those Randall and RJ flourish, and the team flourishes.
So let me ask you. This question is directly to you.
Okay.
If we had Rose and he played competent this year, how many games last year we would have won?
I think at the most we would be lucky to get the last playing spot if we were lucky.
So with Rose, what you're saying is this here. You think that I think that me personally, you wouldn't have had a Randall debacle. RJ would have shot better. The team would have been better because that's what they showed you last year. So if you're saying that the Knicks would have been worse with Rose, because that's pretty much what you're saying.
No, we would have been better. We didn't make the play-in. So you're saying if we did have him, we made it.
Okay, so therefore with Rose, we won 41 games. And when he came in, we was under 500. So with a healthy Rose, you're saying we would have still been in the playoffs and we wouldn't have graduated past the 41 wins the year before. Is that what you're saying?
Are you talking about this year or last year? I'm sorry, the
No,
way you
listen
worded
to
it.
what I'm saying. Look, I'm making this question simple as hell.
No, you're not.
Last year,
Not really.
last year when we got Rose, we was 3 games under 500 in
All right,
February.
that's what confused me. When you said last year, I mean technically 2 years ago.
Okay, no, when Rose was playing the year before.
Right, when we made the
The year-
playoffs.
Yeah, when
Okay.
Rose came in, we was 3 games under 500. So
Yeah.
coming in the next year,
And
if
we were
Rose-
we were 25-11 when he played.
and he only played 16 games.
So you're saying
No.
we should see Rose for being hurt? Is what you're saying?
No, he played
No,
26
what I'm
games. We were
saying-
11-15. We were 11-15 with
Now
him.
look, only
this
thing
year.
I'm saying with Rose is this here. If
He was
Rose was playing last year and he wasn't hurt, how many games we would have won?
Yeah, but that gives us more reason to like Derrick Rose then, because that means that he's the reason.
Oh, look, I don't have no problem with Derrick Rose. I'm just asking you a question. How many games we would have won if Rose was healthy from the
It's
last
impossible.
season?
Probably 4 or 5 more wins for sure. At least.
So you saying he was going to take us from 41 wins?
No, we
year
had
before?
37 wins.
No, in Rose year, we won 41 when he was healthy.
Okay.
So coming into this year, if Rose would have played not 16 games, but like give him 60.
He played 26 games. You keep saying 16.
Yep. I think he was gone in December. Rose played 16 games.
We were 11-15 said when on games he played. Maybe I looked at it wrong.
Look, the season started in October.
Rob,
He
you
was
don't know how to
going.
take facts.
He
man.
was going. Okay, even if it's that. Okay, let's go with that just for the sake of argument. If Rose would have played the whole season,
Derrick Rose played 26 games last year.
okay, 26 out of 82.
I just looked it up.
Okay,
So like I said, we were 11-15 with him last year.
11-15. So we 4 games out. So when he was gone, we leveled that thing up to about when Rose gone.
But
we still,
those first.
Let me get my question off.
R.J. Barrett was also hurt for half them games.
But look, let me get my question off. Look, can I get my question off? My question is this. If Rose was healthy the whole season, after what he did the year before for us, how many games we would have won?
But that's a conundrum because you can't expect Rose to stay healthy.
No, we just asking just so he played in the league 10 years. He just did something for us the year before. So it's not a crazy question.
In the showdown.
I think he gives us the same boost. Yeah. But I said it like 5 times. How many times do you want me to say it?
Okay,
I said 4 or 5 more games we would have won.
But he gave us the year before. The year before,
okay,
he gave us 13 games.
So that just shows you that RJ was better next year. Would have been better the next year.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. When we got Rose,
and so was Mitchell Robinson was a year better.
Hey, look, when we got Rose, right? We was 3 games under 500. We finished the season like 41 wins. So he took us 13 plus when we got him. So the next year, you're saying off the 41, he would only got us 5 games.
I don't know what you're asking, man. You want people to sleep. I'm
just telling you. No, what I'm saying is this is what Rose gave us. Rose gave us 13 plus because we was down. And he catapulted us to the playoffs. Rose did that.
We were 25-11 when he played.
He ran out of gas.
Yeah, okay. Because we used him too much.
Okay, so if we would have had Rose the full season, you only giving us 5 games. I give us 10. If Rose was healthy that whole season, we would have got 10 games, not 5. Do you agree? and the Knicks would have been in the playoffs. It wasn't about Bullock. It wasn't about Alpha Payne. It was about Rose. Now, we got somebody that's steady like Rose. This boy won two college championships. He showed himself in the playoffs. Now we got this guy as the point guard. So RJ should get off better. Randall should get off better. Everybody should be better without Donovan Mitchell. Now, Donovan Mitchell, will he make us what? Donovan Mitchell, to me, if we put him onto this team, I already think we're going to get 45 wins. If Donovan Mitchell ain't giving us 53 to 55, we don't need him right now.
I mean, he did
That's
that.
my point.
So I think it's a pretty rational to come to the conclusion we'll be a 50-win team with Donovan Mitchell. He did it in a tougher conference. Well, at the time it was tougher.
Exactly.
As the main offensive option, just like, come on, like a washed up Mike Conley was his number 2 out there. Like,
but there's no offensive creation outside of Mitchell. There never was.
No, you got no.
There was, but
Clarkson,
like Mike Conley,
Jordan Clarkson.
I'm not dependent on Joe Ingles at 35.
Hey, look, Joe Ingles is a player.
No,
and guess who got him now? They add to their arsenal, Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm not dependent on that at 34, 35 years old to really give me that every night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so are you so then therefore that's why you get Brunson. The Knicks targeted Brunson for a reason. Donovan Mitchell came available. So now I went to Summer League. Everybody know. I went there. I seen them straight up in the front. And look, I'm telling you, if people think that Grimes can't player make, they crazy. I seen he can play a make off the gate. And then what you got right now is just like Sims. He looked more dominant amongst them. It was like a men amongst boys. The Knicks had their little crew, and they went right to the finals. Tears was there with the defensive thing going down. He sat right there on the front row, and you can see that the defense that look, what they was doing will carry back to what they doing now. Now you added something that you needed. Now, here's a good look. As far as I'm concerned right now, if you pick RJ third and you say, look, it's two things with the Knicks. With the Knicks development right now. Either you down with the rebuild or you down with like getting the young players together and getting the talent. We did that with Mel. But what we're doing right now, this next year will change what the Knicks are doing going forward. Because this would be the first time that they waited. We traded Rod Strickland, Mark Jackson, everybody that you can name. We have done this thing before. The only thing that we didn't do in my 50 years as a Knicks fan is wait for this year. This year is crucial. And now if you don't let these players graduate, you part of the crash. Not to say the crash and burn, because I'm not saying that it won't work. But what I'm saying is, when we said rebuild, we wasn't real about it. Because when they wasn't hearing about the Grizzlies 2 years ago, nobody was saying nothing. And then they stepped on the scene. When they wasn't saying nothing about Phoenix in the bubble, nobody was saying nothing about it. They were saying, look, the national media wasn't talking about Phoenix. The national media wasn't talking about the Grizzlies. But when those players jumped out there, they started giving those players props. And right now, we right there. If we let this thing go, I don't care. Either way, I'm still a Knicks fan. But I think that we need to let this season go. So it's no more questions who RJ is, who Obi is, who Quickly is. They all bonded together. All they get is 1 year. And if we can't give them 1 year, okay. then we're right
but
back
then
to
then we might miss out on the chance of getting an all NBA caliber player.
man. Look, that man. Look, you got a next one coming next. You see how disgruntled these all stars are getting. They showing you right now. Every year, all star is there for the taking.
Yeah, but
If
you gotta have to like the combination of an all-star player also wanting to actually be here is not
we don't
a
care.
common occurrence.
We building.
The last time an all-star wanted to be here was Melo. So
Hey, look, I tell you, just how did that turn out for you?
Yo, OG, what are you saying?
we failed Melo. That's what it was.
Hey, look, no, Melo failed us, and let me tell you,
you wildin'.
let me tell you, this is how Melo failed us.
Yo, what you talking about?
Melo chased the money.
Nah, man.
Melo, look,
Get
look,
him, get him out of here.
Look, let me explain to you why I say Melo chased the money. No, look. If you're not gonna listen,
I watch Melo too, because that's
you don't have to like my point. You don't have to like my point. But look, let me put the point there to you.
What is it?
This is the point. Look, Melo at that time, and when you read the articles on Melo, it was getting ready to be an NBA lockout. Melo wanted to get in the contract before the NBA lockout. LeBron and Wade told him, chill, you making enough money. Look, you can go back to articles. This is out there.
What that got to do?
Melo didn't trade for himself. Melo was not a
No, I'm not saying that. No, Melo was gonna go to the Knicks or Brooklyn.
Because he was getting his money.
All right, so
that's what I'm saying.
Let that man get his money.
But look, check this. LeBron ain't run for the money. Wade ain't run for the money. They left their contracts open because they all got drafted the same year. Hey, look here, man. Look, what I'm getting ready to tell you, you can read, but look, listen to what I'm getting ready to tell you. This has happened. This happened, and you can read about it because it's out there. My son read about it. He said, "Look, Dad, yeah, you're right." Now, this is what Melo did. Melo wanted to get under a contract before the strike. That's why Melo forced it.
But Rob, Melo contract wasn't the reason we had this terrible starting lineup.
No, it wasn't about that. It was about the strike. With Melo, it was about the strike.
But I'm talking about the aftermath, though. After we get Melo,
no. This was before. Hey, look, this was before. D-Wade and LeBron didn't sign that contract because they knew, and they told Melo, "Don't do that."
We know that.
Melo did it anyway. He signed the 87. Look, Melo, my man, since Syracuse. I follow him. Melo signed that $87 million contract. So he was that's why you in here. LeBron talking about
Rob, OG.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man.
OG. You're wrong. I don't even want to I'm good on that. That whole Melo, you're just that wrong. I watched the family too. You're wrong.
Hey, look. Hey, you telling me?
No, you're wrong.
You telling me? You telling me that Melo was the only one?
Amnesty and Chauncey Billups.
No.
Yes.
No.
What are you talking about?
After he got on the team.
Listen. We traded starters for Melo.
I'm talking about a step ahead of what you talking about. What you
talking about? Rob not gonna let you talk. Rob not gonna let you talk.
No, but look, this is what I'm saying.
I hear you. Wrong.
Before he got to New York, he signed that contract. Hey, look, okay, let me ask you a question. If I'm wrong, in those 3 years, why was only two players?
Was Jason Kidd.
No, they all signed the same year.
It does not matter. I don't care what Wade and Braun do. I don't care what they did.
But look, I'm making a point on that, State. That's the only thing I'm making.
That point is wrong. That's what I'm telling you. It's wrong. You're wrong.
What I say, State?
You're wrong.
Nah, State, I'm not wrong.
I heard you talk about Spider-Man. Let's get back to Spider-Man.
No, I wasn't talking about Spider-Man. I was talking about that Melo thing.
Listen, you're wrong about that. You're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong. It's 1:37 a.m.
Okay, look. Do something for me. Do something for me.
What are you talking about?
Hey, look. Do something for me. Do something for me. Hey, State, do something for me. If I'm wrong,
I've been watching Knicks for 21 years.
Hey, look.
What do you want me to do?
Hey, look. We're not going to go there. Hey, look. Only thing I'm saying, State, only thing I'm saying, State, only thing I'm saying is, if I'm wrong, look, nah, State, you just want to go someplace else. Hey, look, I don't let you do that. State, you know I don't let you do that. You just want to go someplace else, but before you go someplace else, let me finish.
Now, Julius Randle's backup and a couple of high schoolers before I have kids for Spider-Man? Like, what are we talking about here?
Spider-Man?
What's this product we trying to give Knicks fans?
See, look, you trying to go where you want to go. But before you go there, State, I'm not letting you go there, State. Unless you finish.
For 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I didn't interrupt you.
Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm finished.
Turning to 10. You remind me of my pops with that.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hey, look, you home from work? You home from work? State, you home from work? All right, State, listen. I'm gonna wrap this up in 30 seconds. In LeBron's class, it was Wade, LeBron, and Melo. The two people that did not sign that extra deal was LeBron and Wade. Your man signed the extra deal. That kicked him over to those extra years that ran into his contract ran into.
Not casuals. Nobody on this panel is casuals. We know this.
All right, then. So you got to let me break it down then.
I just heard you talk for 5 minutes straight.
Oh, you want to talk about Spider?
Building and development.
You want Spider?
Both of those words.
You want Spider?
Development no more.
You want Spider?
Let's grow up. Let's up our standards. I don't want to hear that. It's 1:40 in the morning. You talking about development?
Man, you want that night. You're gonna be up to 6 in the morning and you complaining anyway.
I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I gotta wake up and think about Tom Thibodeau coaching my team next season. After he went 3-17 for a stretch, and it's still Knicks fans who defend that man on Twitter and this.
Right.
It's very annoying.
Right.
Now, I don't defend him.
I know you don't, but to hear you talk this developmental crap when Spider-Man's supposed to be in the city, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. That's garbage. That's garbage talk. The Knicks,
but you did that already. You done the same when they got Melo. When they got Melo, you were saying the same thing.
Are you sure?
You were saying the same thing when they got Melo.
He was going to the chip. I didn't expect for Amari.
They wasn't going to no damn.
Can I say something? I didn't expect for Amari Nee to go out and for us to.
Why you didn't? You didn't watch Phoenix?
What that got to do with the Knicks?
Yeah, because when
that got nothing to do.
Why you think that they didn't guarantee?
It doesn't matter.
Why you think they let him go?
It doesn't matter.
When they checked this knee,
Melo came. It does not matter.
Knee, no, that's not why he came. That's not why he came. He wanted out of George Hall. That's why he came.
Whatever Rob had tonight to get sauce with, I need some of that.
Hey, this Cuban right here.
No. You don't need no more Cubans. You need
man, look.
That's what you need.
You just get ready. You just ready to start the
No, Rob, you need to listen to the young
boy.
What you
gonna say?
You need to rest and get your sleep.
Hey, look, before
what?
Look, State, before you start, let me say one thing.
You just
What's
said
up, my brother? What's up, my brother? How you doing? You doing all right?
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
talking
doing
about
all right.
Knicks fan or what? What we talking about, man?
I'm not
All
doing all
right.
right. I'm not happy.
All right.
I'm
Now
not
go
happy.
ahead and speak your piece. Go ahead, young boy. Speak
You
your
know
piece.
why I'm not happy? You know why I'm not happy? Because it's fans like you who's telling fans like me we need to be happy with giving Leon Rose's nephew $100+ million. The first time a player has ever got $100+ million, he has yet to be an all-star. That's why I'm not happy. I'm not
That's
happy.
not true.
Leon Rose. I'm
That's
not happy
not
because
true.
Leon Rose. Listen, you need to listen. I'm not happy because Leon Rose has spent over $300 million.
The Haywood dude got 120, and
No.
he wasn't an all-star.
Can I talk? Can I talk? He's been here for
Go
3
live.
years. He's been
Go
here for
live.
he's been here for 3 years. And
Brandon Haywood got 100.
it's
His
Nick
contract
fans in
was
this chat.
120 million
He's
3
been
years
here.
ago.
Rob.
Don't lie though. You know I bust down all lies.
I don't. What are you talking about? Nothing I said has been a lie.
Brandon Haywood got $120 million, 30 a year, 3 years ago, and he wasn't no all-star.
Man, yeah, what the
Don't lie. That's all I'm saying. Don't lie. Don't lie to make your point, because I'm gonna bust you down.
How much is Julius Randle? How much Julius Randle contract is? 117 million. How much is 104 million?
104.
How much is Evan Fournier? 78 million. How much is
No,
Alex?
54.
30 million.
54.
How much is Nerlens Noel? 30 million. That is 300+ million. Rob, I heard you speak.
On the team.
I heard you. I'm not impressed.
Coming out with fake facts.
I'm not impressed.
Your facts real.
What
Don't come out with fake facts.
Bro, I just gave you facts.
No, you said 78 million.
Those are the contracts he signed. What are you talking about? What are we talking about here? He signed with those guys. What are you talking about?
We only talking about the money.
Don't do that to listen, Cubans don't do that to your knowledge of the Knicks.
Hey, look.
Cubans don't do that.
Money. You got live up to your contract.
Look, Uncle Freezy, I hope you're watching this because your man OG Rob is bugging. If you happy with just Jalen Brunson on $100 million+ contract, and you happy with what Leon Rose has done, that's you. I'm not. He's been here for 3 years. The dude's $300 million with no star in sight. And then in the first season,
we don't have a $60 million player.
Rob. What are we doing?
You can't count Brunson's salary yet because he didn't play yet.
Brother. Leon Rose gave him the contract. That's his nephew. He gave him $100+ million.
He's a good player.
He gave Julius Randle $117 million. He gave Evan Fournier $78 million. Alec Burks $54 million. Nerlens $30 million. That is $300+ million. No superstar in sight. How dare you tell me not to go get Spider?
Superstars make $60 million.
What?
Superstars make $60 million.
That is true. I'll give you that. They do make like $50 million. But we still need to get Donovan Mitchell, period.
Hey, look. This was when I lost interest in Donovan Mitchell. When Kawhi went down and you won all the games in the league, that's like the 4th seed you talk about, Steve.
Yeah, man, Rob. I ain't trying to hear that almighty 4th seed.
Hey, Steve, they was the almighty 1st seed and got knocked out in the first round without
I gotta light up.
I ain't trying to hear that. That's garbage. I'm not giving Knicks fans that garbage, man. I'm not doing that, man. No, I'm not doing it.
But did he get knocked out in the first round when he went against the Clippers?
What the hell are we talking about?
Hey, you don't remember the playoff game?
I know you're not talking about Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs.
Yes, always gets scraped.
Yo, Donovan best
They was the almighty first team.
Can I speak? Can I speak? Donovan Mitchell's best teammate in Utah is from Yuri. What the hell are we talking about?
That's bullshit. When you the number 1 seed, you got the best team in the NBA.
What?
What?
They was the best seed.
Come on, man.
Yo, what? What are you talking about?
So I guess the Suns weren't the best team last year.
The Suns was the best team last
They
year.
got
knocked
smoked.
off in the playoffs.
They weren't the best team then.
Exactly, just like Donovan Mitchell.
I
They
don't
got
know.
knocked off. Look, Kawhi got hurt, and they was up 2-10, and they still got scraped.
I don't know.
Man, he's clipping now.
I don't know what he's talking about, man.
He's tripping and clipping.
But you remember what the Knicks do with the Almighty Four, but you don't remember the Almighty First.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
The
about. I
Almighty
don't understand.
First was Utah.
I don't know what
They
you're talking
won
about.
the
Wow.
division, best team in the NBA. Kawhi went out and they
That's a
got
good Cuban
scraped.
cigar. That's a good Cuban cigar.
Oh yeah,
Don't
But
worry.
That's a
that
good.
was facts.
Donovan Mitchell has a top 5 playoff points per game average of all time, and Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
No,
First
see,
rookie,
that's
Allen
bullshit.
Iverson the average 20 points a year.
Look,
What do you want me to look?
Look,
I've been
the
here all
game
night
that
for you
he
to
scored-
give me
look.
something good to listen to, and I have
hey,
not.
look, the game that he scored 50 points, he lost.
What?
He only played 40 games.
Can I
Michael
live to see a Knicks player score 50 in the playoffs? What the hell are you talking about?
This
How
man-
How many guys in the top 10 in playoff scoring wants to come to the Knicks?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Stop feeding us
Get
that
better.
trash.
The Knicks need to get
BS.
win 45 games. Everybody gonna come. Donovan want to come, right?
Garbage.
Brunson dropped 41 in the playoffs. He want to come. Win more games. Everybody want to come.
I'm a holler. I cannot deal with Rob. He's blowing mine. He's talking some absolute pure garbage.
Hey, look, I'm gonna give it.
Uncle
Hey, look, you
Freezy,
got 20 minutes. Go ahead. I'm gonna be
that nigga
quiet.
need a time
I'm
out.
gonna be quiet. I'm gonna
He
be
need a
quiet. You
time
got
out.
20 minutes.
He need a time. I heard him for 5 straight minutes, and I ain't heard nothing good. Rob needs a timeout, and I don't know if Freezy watching. He needs to watch what
It's been longer than that. You've been talking in circles for like a half hour to me.
You've been talking in circles. And it's
An hour,
like a
easy.
funny cartoon.
An hour, easy.
Boomerang. What we doing here? Tell me
I
not
still
to
got love for you,
disappoint me.
brother, though. Don't get me wrong. But
Come on, you need to put that Cuban cigar.
you got
down.
my head
You
spinning.
need rest. You need rest because you're not functioning right now. You need some sleep. That's it. I'm done.
Oh, shit.
I see you next time. I don't want to hear Rob tonight. I'm good. I don't want to hear him tonight. I'm
See, I got quiet for him because he know what I was saying was the truth. He get ready to go
Damn.
back there, do his research, and see that Donovan Mitchell got knocked out by the LA Clippers up 2-0. Kawhi got hurt, and they still didn't close the deal. And we all know what they did this year.
All right. Then how far did our other player go in the playoffs after that?
You say what?
The other guy that we got on our team that we don't talk about enough.
Western Conference Finals.
Exactly. So
And he
what
mad
happens
at
if you
him.
put those two guys together? Sounds like a pretty good mix to me.
No, the one who got knocked out, who never got to where this guy got. This guy he won 2 NCAA Finals MVP, and then got on this team in the second round, dropped 41 without Luka in 3 games.
Yeah, but who was Mitchell's Luka though?
Mitchell's Luka was the
Yeah.
40. Look, they won all the games in the NBA. Look, that's on them. They didn't figure it out in the playoffs just like we didn't when we won the all 4 seed with State be talking about, right? State be talking about the same thing. And we lost, and he blamed Randall, but he don't blame Mitchell.
How many
He's been great
guys?
lately.
How many guys not named Magic Johnson and Larry Bird were the number one on their team at the age of 25 and won the NBA title?
He been to the playoffs every year he been here.
Oh, answer my question.
Okay, Corey.
How many guys not named Magic Johnson and Larry Bird won an NBA title at the age of 25 or younger?
Kareem.
When they were the number one option on their team. And really,
Kareem.
Magic wasn't the number one option. It was Kareem. You're right.
No, Milwaukee Kareem won that thing at 22.
Yeah, but look where you going with it, Kareem.
Yeah, you asked me a question. I gave
I'm
you an
saying
answer.
I'm saying since Magic and Bird.
Oh, since Magic and Bird,
Yeah,
who won that at 25?
When they was the top dude on their team.
Oh, didn't Steph do that at 24?
No.
Look that up. I think Steph did that at 24.
I don't
Steph
know.
Curry?
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Giannis,
No,
Giannis
no.
most definitely.
Steph came in the league when he was almost like 22, 23.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
he was
Giannis did it. Giannis
Giannis
is
was
25.
Giannis
Giannis
was
did
26.
it.
Giannis was 26.
Nope, Giannis was 26.
Okay, let me go back. Let me see.
That's why I asked that, because I knew
All
Giannis
right,
was
so
close.
look, hey, look, I got my mental Rolodex go back pretty deep. Let me go right. Let me go.
Well, anyway, the point, it was kind of a hypothetical question. I didn't think you were going to really think of one. So,
But I
what I'm
did
saying-
have one.
no, you don't, because it ain't there.
Kareem.
Trust me.
But look,
Exactly.
then
You go
said-
back to Kareem, one of the GOATs.
but
Come on,
look,
man.
You said you added Magic and then you said since. After I answered the question, you said since.
No,
But that was
I did say since at the beginning. And technically, Magic wasn't the number one, really.
but Magic won his as soon as he got there.
I know, but Kareem was the guy on that team.
Oscar Robertson is all-time great too.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You're going to guys that are. So my point is Mitchell is still entering his prime. He's still got elevating to do.
Hey, look, Melo went to the playoffs the same way when LeBron didn't go to the playoffs. As soon as Melo hit Denver, they start making the playoffs. It took LeBron 2 years to get in the playoffs. Melo went there off the gate, but he never got the championship that LeBron got. But
I
soon as he hit the,
I disagree, Alton Lee. Alton Lee in chat said Donovan Mitchell's not the number one option on the championship roster. He is
I agree.
If he is all we got and there's a drop off after him, yeah, of course I agree with that statement too. But again, I don't want to start getting on the RJ tip again, but the ascension of him with with those two at the guard, I've said it earlier in an earlier panel. If this is RJ and Randall are on notice. Okay, if they can't be more efficient and play at a higher level, right around the All-Star break, we need to start thinking of different things to do. Because then those two ain't it. Because then those excuses are out the window, and I'll be the first in line to agree with that. Because in the past, in the last 2 years, RJ came in to a dumpster fire. Okay, Randall came into a dumpster fire. Okay, we turned chicken, you know what, into chicken salad. All right, that year, first year Tibbs got here, and we got a little spoiled, but we are who we thought we were. Remember that old saying with Dennis Green? They are who they thought we were. You know, that's
you are who your records say you are.
Yeah. So
that's Bill Parcells.
The thing is, in the end,
no, that was Green.
It's still a incomplete grade, okay? Because we still haven't seen a complete team yet around RJ. or Randall for that matter. So if what is perceived to be a complete team is surrounded them two this season and they are inefficient still, then that's who they are.
So
there's no more excuses for them,
right? So the 4th seed don't count. Because they did it to see this is what my thing was with Fournier. When Fournier come to the New York Knicks as a third option, and then Randall and RJ don't play well this season, why is Fournier to blame? And he's the third option. He broke John Stark's record. He came to New York and he broke a record that wasn't there, that nobody broke since John Stark. So as far as I can say, did he do his part? Who didn't do their part last year was RJ and Randall. Because
Evan Fournier don't play point guard.
But look, like I said, if RJ and Randall did what they did the year before.
Can you win a football game without a quarterback?
Hey, look, only thing I can say is this. And we looking at the season. If RJ and Randall did their part and Fournier did what he did, would the Knicks be in the better position? Yes, they would.
Can you make the playoffs with no point guard?
I don't think so. That's why I say everybody was blaming.
That's what the Knicks were last year. We had we were an NBA team that was functioning without a legitimate point guard. As much as people want to make IQ a point guard, he's not a point guard. Okay.
Hey, look, I think he was more of a point guard than
Oh yeah, no, that's I agree 100%. Tibbs made the wrong decision at the moment when he had to do the desperation move and do the Alec Burke things. He should have just let IQ and Deuce, not rotate, but just let them get some minutes.
But look,
that's where he made the mistake. I agree.
Yeah.
However,
he defended it. And then at the end of the year, he was like, "Oh yeah, maybe I needed to." Yeah, you should have. Because us as Knicks fans, we're not stupid. Hey, look, basketball is a simple game. When you really look at the ins and outs, you put the people in.
But Tibbs is at a point in his career where his resume is getting wins as much as possible, not developing. He's not a development coach.
But look, when he took that job, guess what he said? Oh, he got in the press conference and said, "Yeah, we're gonna do." So then he just lied to everybody, and then the front office had to say, "Yo, you bugging," because look, we went to a couple of games. We went to the couple of games as Knick Nation, me, Freezy. We went down to a couple of games. We was in Charlotte, we was in Atlanta, and we seen on the floor look different from TV. When these players are on the side, like, "Yo, why you doing it?" But they can't speak to the media about it. But in the mix of the fire, they was on Tibbs like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And then, they didn't have nothing else to say after that. After the losses, you had to be the one to get up there in front of the mic. And then Obi, and the rest of the team got up there in their little press conferences, and they said the same thing, like, they followed the coach. You don't want to be a disgruntled player. But if you want to blame a season or what happened last year, that was Tibbs. Just like the year before when he won Coach of the Year, that was on him too. So he get accolades. You get the good and you get the bad. You should have played. That's why they put the roster together. Now you asking for somebody at the All-Star break, "Oh, give me this," when you didn't play your roster. If I was running that team, no. You ask for these players that you're not playing. And then now to try to piss off the front office, you want to put Burks there. Because you know we ain't going to fire you just because of what you did last year. So it's politics involved. So at the end, when you get your end of the game, the end of the season meeting, we talking to you about that. We talking to you about that. And then now you make a public announcement. You say, "Yeah, I should have played them." And when everybody in this nation said the same thing. So Do he get a pass? To me, he get a pass because he had that first year. Now, if you're going to ask me, did Corona have a part in it? Okay, we'll see in year 3. But right now, you looking kind of suspect. Wouldn't you agree? Everybody looking kind of suspect. Randall, you looking suspect. In the playoffs game that we watched, Obi started shining. And then when it came in the next year, oh, he dropped 42. Oh, that wasn't against the good talent. But Randall go play pro-am, and you shoot 5 for 19. That wasn't even in the NBA. This man dropped 42, and everybody discarded that. But then when Randall shoots 5 for 19 in pro-am, nobody says nothing about that. And look, I don't hate Randall. Randall, I think, need to be on this team because I think Obi need to take the spot, just like anybody that have a spot. But
yeah, no, my problem is with Obi. Like but I can't say that's what Obi is because he exploded for a game or two. I need Obi to develop other parts of his game. Period.
But look,
because there's no reason the athlete that both them dudes are, and I don't care what people say, Randall, for his size, that man's an athlete. Okay, those two athletes can't find a way to mesh their game and make their game better where they can be on the court at the same time. To me, that's a waste. That we have to make this an either or because
that's why
we gotta take into account the coach, bro, because the coach is not.
That's why
chance it. So
that's why when I see Randall,
how many situations would Randall not be a phenomenal small five, bro?
I mean,
imagine Randall was the 5 for Golden State. They'd be a dynasty, bro.
Hey, but look, check this out.
I don't think he got the IQ for it, though.
Hey, look, when I see
he
Randall,
does. He can pass. He has the skills.
Hey, look, check this out. When I seen Randall in Vegas, you know how much Randall weigh right now? Randall weighing about like 215, 220. And I think that this year,
Randall can play the 3.
That's what that. Hey, look, you don't lose that.
Because he's got 3 skills. He really does.
Hey, look, it looked like to me the way his body is shaped right now. Randall is about 215, 220 at the max.
And really, if you think about the longevity of his career, that's smart to not get injured because them bigger, heavier players, they're more injury prone when they get older.
I think they plan is to play them together at Randall at the 3. RJ may shift back to the 2 because you don't get that. That's why in that pro-am game, that dude Jordan Washington was pushing Randall around because Randall ain't had that weight that he had. Randall is about at 215. When I was looking at Randall at that game, I was like, damn, Randall. And I think that it had to be Nick management saying, okay, we're going to try to play y'all together. We need you to go down to 250. Randall's back 215, 220.
I wouldn't say not. I saw him at that game. I would say he's low 230s. His normal weight before he was pushing 250 when he got here.
256, 250.
I think he's around 2. I think he's low 230s.
I mean, all right. I mean, even if he was 225, I mean, Jimmy Butler, he's like 230, 225. So threes can be that, right?
That looked like small forward to me. That looked like the small forward all day.
He's got the ball skills, honestly, and he does. Obviously, we've seen him get hot, and really until he got to the Knicks, he was one of the most efficient shooters in the league.
He just had a bad season last year. I don't think this season gonna be the same. But look, guess what Randall was doing at that pro-am game? He was still arguing with the crowd. His wife and his kid were sitting behind the bench. Randall was still engaging in the crowd. So if that's the guy that you want to be, look, when it come down here in New York, look.
See, that stuff don't bother me. I mean, if your top player's doing that, then it can be a distraction. But I've made this comparison before. There's been plenty of guys, you know, the Rasheed Wallaces of the world, the Ron Artest, you know, Dennis Rodman. There's plenty of guys that don't have good relationships with the crowd or edgy. I'm fine with that. But
they wasn't always your best player.
Be that.
They wasn't always your best player.
Well, and that's what I said. I think the franchise of your team can't be that. But look, Randall didn't come here. I mean, maybe that first year he came, you know, he knew he was, you know, the best option. But he was not expecting to be on any team where he's the number one.
Hey, look, I beg to differ because when he came, that's what what was the coach? What's the light skinned guy name?
Fizdale.
Fizdale. That's what Fizdale started, Tibbs took over with doing. He made him that guy because he wasn't that guy like that when he was with because you had Alonzo Ball running the point. You had
I mean, he was still 20 and 10 though. I mean,
oh yeah, but see, his numbers is going to. So that means what that's saying is that he can get his numbers either way. But when he took over that Draymond Green role, Draymond Green, if you look at Draymond's Green,
triple single.
When you look at Draymond's Green, what he does. But he got so much efficient shooters around. He turned the ball over just as much as Randall. But he got better people to help him.
You're just making the argument for us, you know, with all that.
Look, I agree everything what you're saying. But when he went down to, but see the thing with Kobe and with Obi is this is what I recognize with him. Right now, who's the better player? Right now is Randall. But everybody, when you traded the better player, just like when Obi was there, the better player when they traded, when Kobe was playing, the better player at that time when they traded him was Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones was still better, but somebody had a vision for Kobe and said, look, we know he's gonna be better. But at the time, and Monte Ellis, when he left Steph, Monte was still a better player, but somebody had a vision to say he was going to be better. And then right now, Randall is the better player. And if somebody in New York say, okay, I think that Obi is going to be the better player. Obi passes the ball. Obi is out the way. Obi do certain things without his shot. Obi made an offense for New York that was non-existent. Running down the court, and we gonna still rebound. Everybody say, "Oh, Obi."
But you can't have a four like Obi that he's got to do one of these two things at a high level. He's got to shoot, be a high level outside shooter, or a high level rebounder. He's got to be one of those two things.
But look, earlier in this,
other than that, he can't have the job. I
understand it. I understand exactly what you're talking about. But early in the season, when he was shooting 19%, he was only shooting 2 a game. When he went up to 5 to 6, he started hitting more. He started hitting more shots.
And he had more pressure on him in those limited minutes because if he wasn't cooking, he's out the game immediately.
Yeah, no.
And that takes a mental toll.
I think Obi has the skill set because I've seen him in college get hot, and he's actually got a decent little stroke. I've seen him hit threes. He don't look awkward shooting them. You know what I'm saying? It's comfortable. So I think it's in him to do it, but you got to have more rebounding with that package. Though.
But the Knicks the Knicks still was in the top 10 in rebounding at the end. I think they finished in the top 1 to 5.
Because RJ and Randall rebound at a high level for their position.
Okay, but look, so they're rebounding but the Knicks offense wasn't the problem. Him getting out, getting those easy buckets. When you playing a half court game, and then the game stops. But when you manufacturing points just because of what you're doing, and you're not even doing your offense,
Good
you're
teams
just doing the
manufacture cheap
need.
points like that all the time. Good teams get the cheap points all
Hey,
game.
but
If you
look,
watch the
No, I'm
Warriors,
I'm not discrediting
they get a
Obi's
ton of cheap.
value because he's the best guy to finish on the break and all that stuff. He's got value for sure, and no four on the other team
I feel
wants
like
to
coach.
chase him up and down the court. I
I
get
feel
all
like
that.
I feel like coach. I feel like
Mhm.
if we were to get Donovan Mitchell, we probably would need more of a connector type of player like Obi over Randall in the long term. If we were to, if we think RJ is as good as we think he is, there is really no reason to have Randall
Yeah,
here.
no. The thing I agree, the only part I agree in that on is I feel Obi's style like it. If Randall can't adjust to less shots and being counted on less, okay, then we might as well. Then we paying him too much.
Yeah.
We then because Randall winds up becoming. Uh, he goes from a value because how much we needed him to all of a sudden
A deficit.
we're paying our fourth option too much. You know what I'm saying? So
Because
so that
he's an on ball player. He can be very ball dominant, and I don't know if he wants to go back to being more of a third, like a third guy, because that's what he's going to be. Because RJ is not going to
yeah,
take a step back.
like
That's
like
just not going to happen.
in the end, Randall's best value for like when Randall's look back on his career, like if he can become like who he was like with AD again, like if he hurt, like he had this little peak here where he was the man for a couple of years, but I think where his value is going to come up is he's going to be that six man of the year candidate. Like he can be like this explosive scorer, like a guy that gives you buckets, like with the second unit. It's like
A lot of his scoring when he was on New Orleans is because centers can't guard him, and he was just
right,
too fast, and he would just get around. When he came to the Knicks, it was like he's the hub of the offense, and it's a lot easier to deal with him when he's on the low block. You can send somebody over to help because he's not going to make the right decision every time off the double. So
right.
if you had a guard to like take those decisions away from him and make him a downhill player, then that's what you need. But I don't know if he wants to become that player again because I know he's used to having the ball a lot. He's used to making decisions. He's used to grabbing the board off the glass, bringing it up like he's a guard. And I don't know if he wants to go back to that.
Hey,
That's what I'm.
But see,
look,
he
look,
doesn't.
man.
In this,
The saying that I have for any athlete, any coach, anyone that wants to keep making it in their respective sport, and even in life and your jobs and anything. Like I said, I'm a 47-year-old man, and I've adapted to my world. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm, of course, I have a soft spot in my heart for some gritty old school dudes that are hard and dogs and ain't all sensitive and stuff like some of these players today and all that. Of course, I love that part. I'm an old hat when it comes to that. but you have to adapt or die. Okay, that's the law of nature.
that's the truth.
You got to adapt or die. So, and that goes for Randall. That goes for RJ. He's got to adapt to his surroundings and to who we got and his new role. If not, he dead. He gone. You know what I'm saying? So that goes for most players, and that goes for coaches. How many old head coaches, you know, like especially in the NFL, just after a while they can't relate anymore to the players.
But you gotta take it. You gotta take this into account though. When a guy already got paid,
Tibbs is on the edge of that right now.
But when a guy already got paid, that adapt or die mentality doesn't kick in until that contract is about to end. That's why Russ plays just like Russ the entire time until his deal comes up. Then he's thinking, oh, maybe I need to change something. Like it
But
never
look, let me
kicks
ask
in
you a
until the
question
deal's about
about
to end.
Russ. since you brought up
Yeah, I'm
Russ,
glad you said Russ.
have
Go
you
ahead.
ever looked at Russell's game before he in this decline with the Lakers and seen that it was a problem with his game? Have you ever noticed that watching him, even though he was
Yeah.
winning the triple double, you noticed that it was a problem with his game amongst others?
It
Yeah.
doesn't make his
Because I
team
did.
better.
He never did.
That's what I'm
He never
saying.
did. It was always about him. And it's one thing that I seen about Russ when I was watching the game with him. And this is when he was with Oklahoma. He was on the free throw line. And this just showed me something about his character because I played with a guy like that. He went to the free throw line, right? And he shot and this stick with me with Russ. And it showed me what type of player he was. This is what he did. He was at the free throw line. He shot it and he missed. And the guy was behind him, went for the hand slap, and it was late. So the guy turned back around. And Russell didn't see that the hand was late. And then Russell had something to say to the guy. And the guy was like, nah, I put my hand out there. And this conversation was going. The whole media thing missed it, but I seen it on the floor, and I was like, yo, that's crazy.
This guy's strange.
This guy's strange. I said,
I
yo.
think the thing with Randall that he might share with Westbrook is he can be the focus of a team, like dragging. He can raise the floor of a bad team, but he can't take an average
back row for a good team.
Yeah, he can't take the average team and then make it a higher ceiling. That's what I'm seeing.
This dude was arguing at a pro-am game with the crowd, but he secured his family because his family was sitting behind the bench, so it was cool. But he was still with the crowd. I said, man, we're gonna have to deal with this again.
He's a head case.
And I'm glad you brought up Russell because I wanted to make a point about him earlier in a conversation we were having about us being worried about making this deal for Donovan or paying RJ or just money in general. I mean, worried about getting rid of somebody. Or we got a man that's made $50 million that's been on 3 teams. He's been traded 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So, like these moves can be made.
Exactly.
I mean, granted, it's going to be an inconvenience. However,
you can be.
You want to be the guys that didn't pay a little extra, like pay a little more than you should for a transcendent, star in New York City that wants to be here, or do you want to be the team that took a chance, got him, and turned some things around for a few years? Because when we brought in Carmelo, he wasn't that young. Like Carmelo was a win now decision, but it was win now and maybe the next year or 2 or 3.
No, but
that's all.
Carmelo came at 26.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but his other pieces, the whole pieces of everybody in the team and Amari and all that it wasn't a youthful team like that. Like Mitchell's coming to a team where he's going to be the second oldest dude, besides Randall,
and he's still
and Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Like, so besides that, everyone else is younger than him. So there's like a potential, run coming here.
Yeah, but see, the difference with Melo was this here. Only thing Melo had to do, because he was going to be a free agent that summer. Melo forced that trade and signed the contract, thinking that, look, David Checkers got fired over one thing. David Checkers was like the head of Madison Square Garden, head of all the money. He was the president. This was where he messed up at, and he had 2 mess ups. He had that Sprewell thing when Sprewell came back, and then Sprewell was tripping on it. But then this is
Melo's fault, Rob. It definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
Huh?
That wasn't Melo's fault. He did not force nothing.
No, listen to what I'm getting ready to say. Listen.
But whatever point you're saying, it still doesn't change the fact of the age of the rest of the team. It wasn't built.
This is
built to win that year. Or
okay, let me ask you a question. Melo was going to be the free agent the year that we got him. But it was a strike coming up. Melo wanted to get under contract. Under contract. Melo did not want to deal with no money issues. Look, who did deal with the money issues was LeBron and Wade. They said, look, they didn't sign the contract. Melo wanted to get under contract. As soon as we got him, that contract, we signed him that summer to that when Phil Jackson came in, we signed him. That orchestrated the move. Melo could have stood right there and played his days out in Denver and then waited till after, because Wade waited and LeBron, the two top players in the league, they waited. This is things that was under the radar that I was looking at. They waited. That's why LeBron and Wade.
But it wasn't that under the radar, though.
No,
I mean, a lot of
it
people.
was under. Look. Soon as we got Melo, we signed him. After that summer went down, we signed him. Melo came right before the strike. The strike lasted about like shit, but it didn't even last through the summer. And then that's what they was telling Melo. Wade and LeBron told Melo, look, just chill. Melo ran after the money and we signed him. And then he wasn't a free agent when
No. Because Melo wanted to try to go with he wanted to be with LeBron and them, but
he didn't.
But Miami had to gut the roster to make that work for the money, so that's why they didn't do it.
No,
yes, that's what happened.
No, LeBron wasn't even in Miami yet.
No, I'm saying they were all talking about going there together, like how Bosh went there. Instead of Bosh, it was supposed to be Melo.
Melo signed a deal with New York and killed it all first. He was
because they found out that they didn't want to pay. They didn't want to make that signing because they didn't want to gut that much of the team.
No, they was going to get that.
It was because of cash considerations. Look it up, the whole story. Look up that whole story.
All right, look. What you're missing is, coach, is this here. Wasn't they all going to be free agents at the same time? They all came in the lead at the same time. Their contract was up at the same time. Melo signed with us and took the extension when they was LeBron and Wade didn't. Melo took the extension with us. And then at the end, he couldn't go. He was under contract. That's why he couldn't go. Look at it. They all came in 2000.
It's because Carmelo didn't want to take a pay cut. He didn't want to take that big of a pay cut.
He took the money versus the rings. Yes.
Yeah.
You're right. And that's what cost him. It cost him in New York because we had to trade the whole team to get him. So it worked on both. Look, it messed up everything. Melo chased the money. He got signed. You're right. But at the same time, that's what cost us to send all those players to Denver.
But that's what I'm saying. Think about that. Like, people keep trying to compare the Melo thing. Oh, we did this before. No. How many starters are we giving up? In that deal, we gave up, 2 starters?
No, we gave up all the picks that cost us down the line. We already was out the LeBron.
Yeah, but we also gave up 2 starters, though.
Oh, yeah. We gave up more than that. We gave up Phelps, Derek Lee, Wilson Chandler, Gallinari. We gave up the whole team. All when he came back to was everybody Denver gave us. They gave us Carter. They gave us 3 players back, and we sent the whole young mob. That Stoudemire was keeping us at 500. If Melo would have waited to the end of the year, he could have walked over there and been with everybody.
Should have
But
just
Melo,
kept Jeremy Lin.
no, this was before Jeremy Lin.
No, I know.
Yeah. But see, when Melo did that, Melo chased the money. LeBron and Wade chased the rings. That's why now he got the money. Now what he chasing? Rings. He went to LA with LeBron. Didn't get it. Sometimes if you're a basketball guy, and that's what it's about, LeBron and Wade are basketball guys. They look. They
Yeah, but it ain't Melo's fault. Amari got hurt, bro.
No, but look, yes, it is. You know why? This is why I can say that. This is the reason why Phoenix didn't sign him back. They checked out his knee. They say, look, this thing gonna break down in 5 years. He gonna be done. The Lords of London did not. The Lords of London on NBA careers, they sign players. They'll sign you. They give you a deal. They'll give you insurance on your body. They would not give Maury one. They said because the medical reports was out. And Maury, look, when he messed up his hand that year, when he slapped the fire extinguisher, and then the years was a problem. Shaq said the same thing.
Yeah, but you know what? Rec in the chat has a point. Although we did gut the team, blah, 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 blah. When was the last time we were good, though?
But look,
and relevant.
Like, look, do you want to be?
Think about it.
All right, look, he got a point. But look, do you want to be good or do you trying to build a championship? It's two different things.
But this is a step. That's everyone keeps thinking that Mitchell deal with what we offered, or even if we got to do a little bit more, it's gonna kill our gut our team or something. It's like it's the weirdest thing. Like they keep acting like we can still make another deal after that, after next year, the following year.
Look,
yes, we can.
You know why you can?
All right, because if you want to say that Randall doesn't fit, okay, so say we only win 48 games or 47 games, which is I'm saying only. I mean that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And that's not enough for the next step. Then Randall, if he just has a solid little year, he's still worth something. Okay. If we think we need someone above his caliber, then we got to use him, to get assets to get someone else, or use him for a deal. You know what I'm saying? So we have guys that we can do that with.
Hey, coach, check this out. He had an all-star season in the bad season, and we trying to get rid of him now. And guess what they asking for? They want a first-round pick. But now you look.
I don't want to get rid of him though.
Hey, look,
personally.
okay, but look. The Knicks has been shopping him, and everybody want to connect a first-round pick to him. Okay, so let's not even talk about that. Let's let that go. And then now,
do you think he's worth the first-round pick?
No, but look, check this out. This is another thing that you're not looking at. Now we're in discussions that the NBA may take a pick from us. So that's another pick going. We make this decision for Donovan. Just say, okay. And then the league come at us to say, oh, y'all was tampering. So now we want another first round. We got to let something play out. We have to. Now, look, this is what Danny Ainge is using. Danny Ainge is from Boston. And I'm giving you some old school thing. This is what, when you want a Knicks player and you want to make a trade for New York, and you're a smart GM, you turn the media. You take the media and you use the media to turn the Knicks fan base against everything. Oh, we trying to give you him, but this is what you're not doing. Leon Rose is not going for that because that's the old Knicks.
I can't go for that.
As soon as you put pressure on the New York Knicks, because if we would have waited for the Melo contract was getting ready to end. But Melo wanted to get out before the trade. Melo was about the money. He was young. I don't blame him. He inconsistencies about, hey, look, I gotta have my family and this here. I can't wait on no track. I want to be under contract because when the lead is going down, I want to be paid. Even though you in Denver, you're not getting what Wade and LeBron is getting. They on the East, they getting all the sneaker contracts. Melo was not eating like that. He was not eating like that. You had a Jordan contract, it was like $20 million for your sneakers. But you wasn't the Jordan brand. You wasn't the Air Jordan. You was the junk.
And Lala wanted to be in a fancy city.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Now, he got all this family pressure. He said, nah, get me to New York. I don't care if I go to Brooklyn or if I go to the Knicks. I just need to get up out of here. This is where the money at. Now, look at it. The internet wasn't jumping like this, like it is now. They couldn't put their own fan base down. Melo went with the money. He didn't chill because the other two was on the East Coast. They was eating on it. He was eating on endorsements. He didn't eat like that in Denver. So he forced the trade. And once he forced the trade, we had to send everything that we built. That's the first time when Dolan jumped in. Dolan jumped in. Nah, we gonna get Mel.
See, this is one moment that I wish that technology was not in play, because I'm curious to how these deals would have gone down without all this dang mess with the fake reports and the fake internet reporters and all that crap.
Oh yeah, everybody has something. This is the only reason why, just because of today's media, that Kevin Durant rescinded and went back. You on a 4-year contract, you tripping. Now, Kyrie, you got one to go. You gonna play with your man or not? You gonna go with your man? Well, what you gonna do? What he do? Oh, I'm in Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn. And Kyrie, they showed him. And look, it was an article today on fan base to say that, look, the reason why they went to Brooklyn because they thought that they can pimp him. And look, I read the article today. The article's still out there.
They pulled the whole I'm just playing.
Yeah, and then, I'm just playing. But now, if that was us, the Knicks, and we did that, and then it blew up and they wanted to leave, oh, we shouldn't have got it. But look, does it look so bad for us that we didn't get them? Brooklyn's in turmoil. Now you got players, crowd gonna be booing. Wait till the Brooklyn get there. Durant and them ain't seen nothing. Now you done came back. It's the summer now. Wait till it gets to game time. And you got to deal with the crowd. Oh, you tried to leave because of Kyrie? They tripping. And we stood fast. And I think that we need to stay fast on this Donovan Mitchell because these all-stars are coming a dime a dozen. Look at the last 3 years.
One thing we do got to worry about, though, I know Durant's never had to deal with being booed or revered or whatever, but he's a player that if he wants to put it together, though, he can make a difference.
Yeah,
I mean, so because in the end, you know, we may be happy that they're going to have some turmoil with the fans, but that's a sleeping giant. We don't want to wake up because that's just going to derail some of our plans.
Hey, look, let me ask you a question. You think that if Kyrie go to Brooklyn and he give his all, and they don't win it, and now he a free agent, and he's a good soldier. He's a good soldier. The first team he gonna be looking at like, well, I need to move the crib. The Knicks done won 45 games. I'm plus 15. Sign me up. Sign me up. The trade would probably be Brunson, 2 draft picks, and then now you got Kyrie. A good soldier now. Because the NBA, look, the owners had to break these players. They was doing too much. The players was really doing too much. They was like, look, they was not on what basketball is about. Oh, soon as you're unhappy. Durant tried to pull this with 4 years left. I can see with 1 year left, like Harden did. I got 1 year left. You got leverage. You just signed this contract in March. And in July, you trapping. You want out because the guy that you came with been bugging the whole year. And it didn't work.
I was gonna make this point, but I want to give CA Mafia credit because he just said it in the chat. Actually, he's just backing up my point. I was talking about how young our team is, and everyone wanted to hold on to draft picks and all this stuff. No championship team drafted their 5 starters. Okay, no championship team drafted their bench. Okay, so they always got a free agent. They always had a trade. All these championship teams had all that. I mean, look at the Showtime Lakers. They had Kareem. Well, they didn't draft Kareem.
What about Golden State?
Yeah, Golden State. They had the 3 guys they drafted, but
they won it with the 3 guys they drafted.
Yeah, but they also they brought in Kevin Durant the 1 year.
But they already won the championship.
I know, yeah, but then they're the best record ever, and LeBron and some guys beat them.
Hey, due to people getting thrown out the game, it was pretty much because I thought that Stoudemire team when he got thrown out that game in Phoenix, that was D'Antoni's championship.
Yeah, that changed the dynamic for sure. I agree with that. But
look, just like Golden
but not
State.
many teams are built like the Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs like that. That's only worked for them. It's worked for nobody else.
Hey, look, but let me ask you a question. Since you was a Knicks fan, did you ever see them? This is just the next step. This next year is something that the Knicks fan base ain't never seen. Stay with this. Win these. Look, this team right now.
We've never had this yet.
Never had. And now we're scared. We're scared. We think that.
No, I don't think. I'm personally not scared.
Hey, look, you're not scared. I ain't scared, but I think Nick Nation is now. They scared because they see the first thing came available. They want, but he don't fit. He don't fit. He doesn't fit with what we got. Grind 6'4", 6'5" to handle that position. We got RJ. Everybody fits. You got only 16. That talent. We just and this is only.
I like Hartenstein though. Like we don't talk about that dude enough.
And even Hartenstein. But look, this is 2 years into this new regime. But when you talk to a Knicks fan, guess what they're gonna go? They're gonna go 10 years back. Oh, this happened. Oh, this. But this is we're like batting wives. Like the next relationship we get into is gonna be that. Even though this guy is showing you that, look, I'm putting your interest first. And this front office drafted good. They did everything in 2 years to put us in this position. And right now, we don't trust them. Because we blaming old regimes on what's going on right now. We're not taking what they did in 2 years. If they did this in 2 years, what you think they can do in 4? This is the most competent front office that the New York Knicks ever had.
Since the 90s.
Look, the drives, the move, look, the playing players, the pushing back, the getting to. We got 3 first-round picks off of something that we didn't want. And then traded because what people don't realize, the reason why we dealt with Detroit like that was to save Mitch. Because Detroit was going to be after Mitch. So, look, they talk about who we don't talk to. We talking to every team. Every year, the Knicks in this first 2 years, they dealt with Detroit. They dealt with Oklahoma. They dealt with Charlotte. And making moves to make this team better. And then they talking about the relationships that the Knicks don't have. They making relationships as we go. We dealing with teams. Now Utah want to deal with it. But Danny Ainge think he's going to fleet this. But you're not. And he's using the New York media to try to do it. To get our fan base. Oh, Donovan Mitchell is this. If Donovan Mitchell was all of that, you would build around him. Why are you getting rid of both of them? He's 25 years old. Because what you know is this here. He didn't win in the clutch. So when Danny Ainge got over there, Danny Ainge recognized that because he know what Brown looked like. He know what Tatum looked like. And look, as far as championship ball, you don't look like these guys. You undersized. You a good player. Tell me what undersized guy did. Look, this is what undersized guys do.
Draymond Green.
Look, Allen Iverson, understand.
He's undersized.
Got to the championship 4-1. You out of there.
But I'm saying Draymond Green's undersized.
But see, when you change the league, but he's under the new league standard. He's like, when you get a hybrid in there, it's different because the league changed. But when you look at the league, certain positions is positions that you have to have.
Who's Spider's number 2 option?
Hey, his number 2 option was we won 60 games and we won more games than anybody.
Yeah.
Just like
right, but who was the second option? Who was his second option, Rob?
His second option when you look at that team. No. Because look, the team. No. Look, don't trip. Because the second option was this team. Utah was pretty much built like Detroit. When you look at the second option, they had a bunch of good players. Joe Ingles was good player. Clarkson was good. Joe Ingles was a good.
No, I'm not saying he's not good, but the names you're saying.
But look, when you fit, you fit. Well, you built the team. Look at the Detroit team that beat the Lakers.
So I this is what I want to tell you. Who was the starting center was Gobert, right?
Yep.
Okay. Who reminds you of Gobert on the Knicks?
The starting 5.
Okay,
Mitchell.
He, and in the age that Gobert was, that Mitchell is now, they're kind of having a similar path right now. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so who was the Jazz's power forward?
The Jazz power forward was
Derek Favors. Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, well, you could say Royce O'Neal, Derek Favors, or a combination of the two, whoever. Who would you take between them and Randall?
Royce O'Neal.
What? You take Royce O'Neal over Randall?
I'll take O'Neal too.
You said who would I between them two?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would too.
Between
Randall and Royce O'Neal, you would take O'Neal?
Look, if you won 50,
no, not you. I'm talking about Rob. Rob was saying he'd take O'Neal.
Hey, look. What you saying is this here. With the correlation of that team and the chemistry,
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying man for man right now. That's why I'm doing a little comparison here.
Oh, you doing the talent. Who's the better talent? Randall's the better talent.
Okay. Now let's go to hold. All right, now RJ and Bogdanovich.
You got to go with Bogdanovich season.
Whoa, no
season. You got to go with
come on. If you're a GM right now and you're making a team, you wouldn't pick RJ over Bogdanovich. Come on, man.
No. Do you know why? Look at the shooting percentage. Look at the
Come on, man. You take stuff way, way, way out of the gutter, bro. Like to make a point for yourself sometimes. Come on, man. There's no universe. I wish you could make a poll.
If you're talking about an individual talent, RJ is better.
Okay. Now let's go to shooting guard.
All right. So you go.
Obviously, if Mitchell, so that's the deciding factor. Look at, and then Conley and Brunson.
You got to go with Conley right now. Conley went to All-Star game. Brunson ain't never been to an All-Star game.
Brunson.
I'm talking about this season.
Oh, right now, today?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brunson.
Okay.
I've got a point.
I go with Brunson.
Okay, so think about what I'm saying. A 60-win team, okay? Only one play, like if you take Mitchell off the Jazz and put him on the Knicks, man for man, our team's better. I know it sounds crazy to say it out loud. It does.
No.
I'm just talking about our starting five is better.
Okay, but see what you're talking about.
I know there's Jordan Clarkson. I know there's all these other guys. I understand that.
But look, okay, but
hey,
what you're not talking about.
IQ's the next Jordan Clarkson, according to some people.
Look,
just ask Smoke Gunner.
Hey, look, but look, this is what you're not saying. This is what you're not saying. And this is what you need to be talking about.
Now, I don't think we're going to have 60-win team.
No. All right. If he get with us, we're not winning 60 games because of chemistry counts.
Right. No, I agree with that.
Okay,
but
so
I think 50 is definitely doable.
Okay. But look.
Now, JJ and all them saying, like, we're barely a playoff team, even with Mitchell. Come on, man.
Look, this is what I'm saying. This team right now with the chemistry, because I'm a chemistry guy. I know, good. Look, I play ball, and I play ball a long time.
Yeah, the Knicks haven't had a chance to have chemistry. You're right.
But look, okay, so if you take the chemistry of what the Knicks already did. Now, last year, we can throw it out the window. You give us now, let me ask you a question. Who's better long-term on this team right now? Brunson or Rose?
Oh, Brunson.
Okay, so if you want now, last year when we got Rose, we was 4 games under 500.
I know you don't have to make this point again. I understand all that.
Okay, all right. So now we got Brunson. So the 41s to me automatically go to 47. Now, adding and subtracting players and future. Adding and subtracting players, because you're going to have to give up the bench. You might have to give up.
What do you mean, the bench? What guys were we talking about giving up? No, let's say that. You can't just say the bench and not say what player.
Hey, look.
Because we got a deep, right? Because as far as young talent goes, we got a deep bench. We got a lot of young players.
But our bench last year was better than our starters. And Tom, we all seen that as Knicks fans. But obviously, Tom Thibodeau didn't.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, who if we made a deal that's considered acceptable for the Knicks, who's leaving?
What deal would you make?
Huh?
If you was in charge of the Knicks, what deal would you make for Donovan Mitchell?
I would do 3. I would be willing to do 3 unprotected, 2 protected, and 48 or whatever salary guy you got to use out of our veterans. And I would go as far as I would give up 2 of the 3 of Grimes, IQ, and Obi. Like, one of those 3 have to stay, but I would be willing to give up 2 of them for him.
You would give up 2 of those.
I wouldn't want to, but I'm willing to do that. Yeah.
Okay, so you say Fournier make the money work. Okay, so you got Fournier in there. So you would give up let's
say Fournier, Obi, and Grimes, or Fournier, Obi, and IQ, or Fournier, Obi. IQ and Grimes. I don't know, whatever. But if we decide to keep Obi, then they're moving Randall, most likely.
Okay,
after that.
This is my deal. This is what I would give to them. Me personally, this is what I would give. You can get 2 unprotected, 1 protected. And you can get 1 player between.
Oh, wait, what?
No.
So you're saying 2 picks?
No. You getting 2 unprotected, 1 unprotected. You getting 3.
But they already
And
offered more than that.
no, the Knicks didn't.
The
The
Knicks
Knicks
offered
did.
more than what you just said.
The Knicks didn't.
Yes, they did. They
They,
offered 2 unprotected and 3
yeah, I
protected.
said 2 unprotected and 1 unprotected. Two unprotected, 1 protected.
Yeah, so that's less. They were offering 3 protected.
No, but unprotected is what you need. They get 2 unprotected.
That's
They
what
get
they
the
offered. The
no,
Knicks offered, bro. So
listen.
someone clarify this for me. We offered 2 unprotected, 3 protected, Obi and Fournier and
No,
cash considerations. That's
but
what we
see,
offered.
I'm not giving them 5. I'm not. Look, the
But that's
only
what I'm
reason.
saying. But you can't give a deal that's less because we're already offering more.
No, we didn't. We did not offer that. You're
No,
wrong. We did not offer that. No, we didn't. If we offered that, the deal would be done already. We offered 2 unprotected and 1 player.
what?
That's what we offered.
What are you talking? Is that? Can someone in chat please help me here? Or
Hey, look at here. They got to help you because look,
no,
2
they're gonna help
unprotected.
me
Hey,
prove
look.
to you're either
Hey, look.
drunk as hell or you're just misspeaking because bro, we offered 5 picks.
The 5 picks was the protected. They didn't want the
No,
protected.
we offered 2 unprotected and 3 protected, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. They can get that.
No, you did not. You
I
just said you would do 2
what
unprotected
I
and
would
then 1
offer.
protected.
I said, look, what I would offer. That what the Knicks offered. I said what I would offer.
I know you're saying that, and then my argument was how you can't offer less because we've already offered that, so you can't go below that.
But I'm just saying, yes, I can. Because
so you're saying you wouldn't have done that deal?
Hell no. Hell
why?
No. This is why. 2 unprotected take our pick and Dallas pick. An unprotected pick. You can get 3 unprotected picks because it works its way out, and you get 1 player. That's it. That's my thing. Because to me, if you show that you did it in the playoffs, and then I can trust you. That's my thing. Donovan Mitchell, to me, is an all-star, but he's not a superstar. So I'm not giving up the fence. I'm not giving up my team. And I know it's going to be another all-star next year.
You had like 20 minutes of clarity. You were doing so good. Now you just went off the rocker again.
Hey, look, you asked me what I'm going to do. My thing don't change.
So you wouldn't have done the deal that we offered. You wouldn't have been happy with that deal.
What was the deal that you say? Because there's a lot of deals out there.
The one that the Knicks officially made. We made an official deal.
And it was 2 unprotected.
We did an official offer.
And you said it was what?
It was 2 unprotected, 3 protected, Fournier, Obi, and money. That's
that one. But look, I heard
that's
that
what the Knicks offered.
But look, it didn't come from us. Did Leon Rose say that? Nope. I heard 2 unprotected, 3 protected, and Grimes.
Okay, I'll do that deal.
Hey, look, in this trade, let me ask you a question. In this trade, everybody was in there. Everybody that's on the New York Knicks was in there. But see what I'm saying? You said you 47, right?
What?
You say you 47, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 57. I seen what Ames is doing. He's using the New York media against us. He's rallying up the fan base like, oh, you can get Donovan, but they ain't acting right. So they throwing everybody out there. But Leon Rose is still not saying anything. Have you heard anything from Leon Rose? Not a word. You know why you
Never heard
hear
we've never heard things from Leon Rose ever. He don't
Hey,
like
look.
talking to the media.
Hey, look, and that's the best thing. Because we had ownership that said everything.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Hey, look.
I mean,
you had Dolan jumping in. Look, this thing is under control.
I hope you're right.
Hey,
if you think that Big Daddy Don Leon Rose is Leon Rose, then
hey, look, I say just like
that's
this here.
fine. I believe in the
I'm fine
idea
if
though.
hey, look, I'm fine if we have to walk away from this deal and don't do it. Because look, guess what? At 28, 27, he's gonna be a free agent again. And then we get to grow this crop, and then he still wanna come. We get him there. He in his prime. Why we need him now and throw away the rest of the team? He wanna come,
but
it's
not thrown away. We're Fournier's a wash, and who cares if he goes?
Hey, look,
we're only going to be giving up one guy though. One guy.
Look, check this out. Whether we throw Fournier to this deal or not, we getting rid of him anyway.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So what does it matter?
That's what I'm saying. But you're saying we're giving up too much. But if we're technically only giving up one young player, that's not a lot. And then five ghosts.
Hey, look, personally, I don't want to give up Obi, Grimes, or Quickly.
Of course, I don't want to give them nothing. Let them just give them to us. Of course, I know that. But we got to do something.
But look, I would throw in an extra unprotected if you ain't messing around.
That's what I was saying. I would want a third unprotected in the mix. I'm willing to do that.
Hey, look, you know why this thing is going on so long?
That's why my name is Coach Win Now. Now.
Look, but look, guess what? Oh, look, I'm glad you said that. Now, I got something else to get on you on. Now, when we started the rebuild, where were you at with that?
We didn't start with a rebuild. We brought Kemba Walker in. We are rebuilding with Kemba?
No.
And Fournier?
You thought Kemba? No.
But that's what I'm saying. But they weren't in the mindset that they were going to rebuild. Really? By signing Kemba and Fournier?
You missed the whole picture. We cannot rebuild. We cannot rebuild like Oklahoma City. This is New York. We got to rebuild different. Our rebuild is whole different. When you look at the word rebuild and you think about Oklahoma City, you're not thinking about New York. New York rebuilds like this. We trade everybody.
Yeah, and how good has that been going?
Oh, look, right now, this last 2 years, you got a problem. This is a new.
We put ourselves. Yeah, but I think you're overselling the reason they did this young movement. They didn't do this to play and develop all 10 of these young guys and all. You can't have that many guys and all the draft picks they have. They did it so they can trade.
Who's the oldest guy on the team?
Huh?
Who's the oldest guy on the New York Knicks right now?
Well, technically Rose, but
and look, and under him, you know what the average age of our team is?
We have 10 guys 25 and under.
23 and under.
Yeah, well now we got Brunson that's 26 and Randall's 27.
Okay, so look. So right now, why would you say that we ain't building towards what? Ain't nobody. Gibson is gone. All them old players gone. And look, if you
Because
look
you
at
can't
like,
have this many young players and still draft that many draft picks and have all them kids on one team. You just can't do it that
hey,
way.
look at look at OKC. You must be mistaken.
That's
They
all they've
got
done.
90,
OKC is a G League team. They've been they building up.
but they got look. Guess what? Who farm we gonna pick from? Theirs.
Yeah, but
Hey, look.
you want us to model after them?
What model
They
after them?
they
Hell
have to.
no.
They have to do that because they're a small market team. That's the only way
Hey,
they get players is drafting.
oh,
Freezy's gone over this 100 times, man. I ain't gonna
hey, look,
rehash
and
his
Freezy,
arguments.
but look, and Freezy been 100% wrong. Cause I explained to Freezy what that was.
In your eyes,
and guess what? When he get on stage,
how has that worked? How has that worked?
No, this is how it works. You build your team. Okay, let me ask you a question then. This is a simple question.
All right.
They got all the talent, right? OKC and Houston got all the talent and the draft picks. Why ain't nobody fucking with them?
Because they're content with what they got.
No, that's not the reason.
They can get it. They're known to do that, so they can do that.
No, that's not the reason why, coach. The reason why is because when they know when the GM is going to sell off, it's going to be a fire sale. Houston is, look, they like the farm system of the NBA until they get it right. But look, when they start, look, Gilchrist, he looked like, look, why are they? Look, let me ask you a question. Why they ain't put, you look at that team, they young, they spry. Look at them.
And they're horrible.
But look, they can be horrible, right? But you got young talent. You got a young talent, 25 years old, and you can trade him anywhere. And you got young talent. In 3-4 years, y'all be a powerhouse. Why are they not shopping Donovan Mitchell to one of them teams?
Because they're trying to do what they're doing.
Oh, that's the only reason.
I'm saying Danny Ainge is trying to do the same thing they're doing. So why would they want?
But
he's trying to get rid of.
Look, they got 11 draft picks on deck right now. Why do you think he ain't messing with them?
There could be a lot of reasons.
Look, okay, give me one, and I'm gonna give you 20.
That Donovan Mitchell has already had conversations with them about where he wants to go.
Oh no, he can't have conversation. He on contract. He can't talk to no team.
No, I'm talking about he could talk to his GM and his owner.
They can't even do that. Why you talk about? Look, you know why he ain't there? You know why he ain't there? Because they ain't thought about it yet. 2 years down the line, you're going to be right back and saying, damn, Rob told me, yo, you know what? Because they stupid. They don't think that far. You throw him on with OKC, with Gilchrist running the point. He the two. Gilchrist 6'5". They got the other dude, Giddy. They got 2 7-footers. Throw them on motherfucking Houston. See? Because they think
Are you talking about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? You talking about?
Oh, yo. And he's a baller.
You kept saying Gilchrist.
Yeah, Gilchrist Alexander. Yeah, I call him Gilchrist. You know why? Because, you know what? He's a baller. too much for them. Right now, look, they don't even look at it like that. They want to make the trades with the teams, but the motherfuckers over there holding all the picks. And guess who we fuck with? We fuck with OKC. And these motherfuckers right now, all these GMs, that's why when LeBron took over, he won championship. But these motherfucking white dudes with the jobs, they just stupid. They don't even look. All you have to do, if I was OKC, is take J.Kiss, Alexander, get a couple of picks, and throw Donovan on that team.
Hey man,
You
I want to keep continuing this conversation, brother, but man,
Hey,
it's
look here,
3
man.
it's 3
Hey,
a.m.,
look.
brother. I gotta go.
Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you just like this here, man. When you
Hey,
talk basketball, but look,
hey, it
I'm gonna do
was
something.
fun cooking with you, bro, for real.
Hey, look, I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna throw my name in. I'm gonna throw my number in the private chat whenever you got something to say.